I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, fellas? How's it going? How's y'all's Friday? We're back. See how long we can be back for. Cause y'all remember I was like, man, I'm sick. Me and my kid are sick. Man, we ended up with this cough after a storm rolled through Texas. We got messed up. I don't know if it has to do with allergies or what. One more time, I'm going to, even though I hate doctors, I'm gonna go get checked out for some allergy stuff. Cause this shit's getting ridiculous already. Every time it rains, my sinus and the drainage, it really fucks me up. But yeah, I might have got something from the kid at school and stuff. So yeah. And then of course last week we celebrated Thanksgiving on Friday with my woman's family. So I wasn't able to get on because got home from work, went straight over there. So no excuse, overcome and adapt. You're a Nissan Tech. Hoorah. Nissan Tech for now. Y'all see what's been going on in the freaking news, in the article. I don't know if y'all seen it. I am so scared to talk about it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Nissan, step it up. Anyways, we're gonna talk about some things. How to anger your mechanic. What pisses off a mechanic the most? And I feel like I'm clipping. So what pisses off a mechanic the most? Not the most, but what are some things that'll piss off a mechanic? KJ, what size shirt you wear? Bluff. What the fuck? What kind of question is that, bro? Man, I wear a 5X, dog. I wear a 5X. That's why I'm fluffy. But how do we do this? Oh, yeah. I didn't even send out a community post. Anyways, let's get to it. I think Dave is the only member up in here. So what's up, Dave? Oh, no. We got GMM up in the building too. And Sergio. What's good, Sergio? What's good? So quick. Fluffy's back again. And you know what's crazy? I just noticed this week that my cough was, for the most part, gone. Still have it a little bit, but we good. So we got Quick up in here. We got GMM, your mom's size K. Hey, whoa. Things that piss off a mechanic: having to walk more than 5 feet to grab a tool. That's true, but I'm talking about from a customer's standpoint. Like how do you piss off your mechanic? Okay. But that's why we have roll carts. You know, because we're, you know, Sergio, we could do that. One thing that you envy us about is being able to roll our tools around the shop. You know what I mean? Oh man. All right, we're gonna start from the top. Let's see if I remember how to do all this. Fluffy's back again. Yes, sir. Hopefully I don't have no hiccups, but I might not go live when the Friday before Christmas. Yeah, on the 20th. We'll see. We'll see about that. What up, M? How's it going, brother? Learning with Juan. What's going on? Hey Juan. Hiyo. My journey on YouTube is always connected to M Leisure and some Dave. Some Dave? Like Dave? No excuse, overcome and adapt your Nissan Tech. Hoorah. Oh no, it might be them filthy ass cars coming through too. That's one way to piss off a mechanic. Bring your car in with a dirty car. With all sorts of mugrero in the cabin. All right. Mechanics hate to get into a vehicle and it stinks. There's food everywhere. There's trash everywhere. And you know, one of the things like customer states hears rattle inside cab while driving. Of course, that's a vague ass complaint. Like where? Where do you hear it? When do you hear it? What are you doing when you hear it? Okay. And then you step in the car and you're like, oh my God, there's what the hell? All this shit hanging from the mirror, all these pans and coins all in the center console, trash throughout the vehicle. You got water bottles everywhere, soda cans, beer cans. You're like, dude, what the fuck? They want me to diagnose this? And one time I had a customer, the trunk was filled with shit. And they had like a husky toolkit with all these sockets and wrenches, and sockets fell into the quarter panels. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The trunk area into the corners beneath the lights. That was dumb. Yes, a dirty car will piss off a mechanic so quick. So fucking quick. Storm equals allergies in some environment. Bad stuff. I believe that. I already answered that. Nissan techs make way for BMW techs. BMW techs can't handle it at Nissan. Your mom's. We don't have no 12-point sockets. 12 points. Triple squares. I think they use those. I don't even know. AJ, hi-yo. Fluffy, what's going on, M? Hi-yo. Things that piss off a mechanic having to walk 5 feet. Yes. Or now this goes, you know, having to walk to the parts department so many damn times because parts don't forgot to give you something, or they didn't quote something right, or you know, just something like that. Hey, what's up, Power Stroke? Dude, you trying to come on tonight or what? I'll hook y'all up. Hey GM. You think he doesn't know? Know what? Do you like water leaks diets? No, I do not. I freaking hate them. I hate them. But most of the time, it requires you having to drop the headliner. I hate dropping headliners. But if it's a sunroof, if the vehicle has a sunroof, you basically know what the leak is coming from, anyways. So those I don't mind. Hey Juan. How to piss everyone off. Oh, what up, dude? David Escoto? What's good? Hey. Let me see. Customer approved big jobs, then argues a bill when it's time to pay. Dude, you ain't lying. Or and sometimes all they wanted is a small little discount. We've had one. You know, we told them that spark plugs are causing their issue, right? Multi-cylinder misfire. They had some Bosches in there, I believe. And it's on like a 2016 Maxima. Those are supposed to be NGK all day. And No, they wanted their spark. They wanted their spark plugs back. They took them to get them warrantied out, and they brought us more Bosch spark plugs. Same shit. Had a multi-cylinder misfire. It ended up being like cylinder 2 and 6, I think. So the front bank. We put some used NGKs in there, and the misfires went away. And we kept telling the customer, "You need OEM spark plugs, or bring us some good NGK plugs." Nope, they were in denial that the plugs were the cause of the issue, and we can't get rid of this customer. The tech working on it is a lot nicer than me, because I'll tell you what, I'll be like, you know what, I don't care no more. Back burner it. Customer approved it. Yeah. Or they back out. They back out mid job, or try to back out mid job. Garage Monkey can't ask a question. What if wanted to send him a shirt? You're a good cheerleader though. We ain't doing that, guys. We ain't doing that. We are here, Fluffy. Power Stroke, you trying to come on or what? Email me, bro. I'm gonna send out some links here in a little bit. Having the seat pulled up so close to the steering wheel and asking not to move their seat. Hell no, bro. I'll ignore that all day. I'm moving the seat. I don't give a damn. All right. It could, and this is why. And you know, a mechanic can win this argument all fucking day when it comes to seat positions. You have to be able to drive the vehicle safely. If your knees are hitting the damn knee bolster, that's not good. That's not safe, because that now you can't really move your foot. You know, yeah, nah. You got to be able to drive the car safely. So I win that battle all day. Be like, you don't want me to move your seat? Well, then don't bring it here. Oh frick, hey Aaron. Hi, A-Rod. I don't mind the food as long as it's fresh. Dude, man, I was driving a car the other day and I was like, oh, there's a gnat. And I go to kill it. And then like 10 more pop up. I'm like, yo. That's gross. I'm like, these ain't just bags, empty bags. I think there was food in those bags. I was like, oh. Don't be bringing me no dirty power strokes, blokes. Dirty power strokes. Like, you mean like, are we talking about the same thing? Or are we talking about like non-maintained power strokes? Hey, A-Rod. Hello, everyone. Beer cans, okay if they are cold and full. I've never seen them cold and full. I've always seen them hot and empty and crushed by the damn seat. Every time you turn, they're hitting the damn seat track. Kay wants to know your shirt size. Hey, Ron. We are XL all day, baby. I miss being an XL. Damn. We know you like Bud Light. Bud Light. Ayo. My Kuzan, Fluffy, and what up, Raging? How's it going, brother? Hey, Raging. You don't read my comments. I did read them. Unless I missed them. I was reading them, bro. What? What up, Cliff? Teeth out. Huh? Confusing me, bro. Cliff. My missing 10mm socket. Yeah, that shit gets annoying. I have so many of them now. Backups for my backups. Hey, no way. Hey, Cliff, we all here. Darkness Rules 2. What's the rest of the banner say? Oh, please don't ask to borrow my tools. Now, won't ask to borrow. Let's see if I can move. Borrow your girlfriend. Yeah, you know, that's a golden rule, right? Hey, Monkey. Hey, Laser. No way, yo. Cliff is here. How to piss off HVAC guy, teaching him to use the right tools. Just take his hoist away. Garage Monkey wants the attention. What? Nah. Garage Monkey always here. Always. Well, when it can take up to 20 minutes to get the right tool, you use what you got. What do you use? What are they called? The freaking adjustable wrench? Soon, K. Waiting. Yo, chat, I just want to know what the banner says. Help me out. Oh, I already said, please don't ask to borrow my tools. I won't ask to borrow your girlfriend. Customers who park in front of the bay door. Dude, customers that watch you while you work and they're just looking at you. And you know, I have to record videos for customers as part of our multi-point system, right? So I mess up my wording a lot. And so I have to edit my videos, like just similar to the way I do videos on YouTube. So I'll get all my clips and then I'll sit down and edit them. And the customers will walk in at the wrong time while I'm editing the video or filling out my multi-point. So it looks like we're just playing on the computers, and then they get pissed off and we're like, "Oh, we're getting your estimate ready for you." And they don't understand that. I like dirty insides. Oh shit. Oh, dirty engines all blew out. Oh, hey, that's money though. Sure is disregard my other message. I was trying to have the chat help out. You're good. You're good. Oh, excuse me. Cousin is French for brother. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. All right, it's early, guys. I'm gonna start sending out links. I know I always say this, but I cannot be on too late because them late night live streams are freaking killing me on the Fridays, and I got to work the next Saturday. Yeah. So I can't be on too late. Got it. Oh, you said not it. Hello everyone. Yo, Shannon, what's going on? I saw your comment on the video and I went to reply and like the comment disappeared. Where you said I'm gonna have to test that on something tighter. And I was gonna comment back. So I went to view all the comments, right? And then like the comment was gone. My last comment was like 2 hours ago. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't know what happened. Long time no see, man. Shannon, stop working Saturdays for regular time pay. Well, Saturdays have actually been saving my weeks. Hi, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Aaron. Yo, KJ, you better chill, bro. You better chill on that. Shannon, stop working Saturdays, period. I wish, dealer life, bro. Fluffy, did you or anyone check out the new Capri? I have not. I think who did? I think Easy Tech Joe did. You did, Garage Monkey? I have to work tomorrow. Hey, Ray, do y'all work every Saturday or just when you have to catch up? Like, are you open for business on Saturdays? Hey, Ray kind of here too. Ray, kinda. Oh wow, I'll get to see if it's all right, bro. Hey, hey, learning. All right, let me see. I'm gonna start sending out links. I'm trying to think now. Man, where's Anthony? Oh yeah, where's I forgot his channel name. BFT. Never work Saturdays, Fluff, but tomorrow has to be an exception. Oh, okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Let's see. Question: have you found out who is behind? No, I have not. I do not know who it is. I've tried reporting them, but it seems like I need a Facebook in order to report them and get anything actually done. But yeah, no, I don't know who's behind it. Says somebody in Florida, like I don't know, yeah, and they have a phone number and all this weird shit. Like the videos don't even look genuine; they look like shit when he uploads them. But nah, I don't know who that. I don't know who it is. Where's Anthony? BFT. Hey, garage. Never work Saturdays, Fluff, but tomorrow has to be an exception. I'm filling in for somebody tomorrow. Because he went on vacation. He don't get back till tomorrow afternoon. So he's like, hey, Fluff, can you work for me? He offered me some money. And I was like, dude, calm down with that shit. I'll jump on, but we don't want to see below your waist or below your belly button, bro. What you talking about? BFT may be busy tonight. Possibly. All right. Surge. No. There he is. Mechanics working. Who's working? Possibly. Good day, all. Happy Friday. Saturday fist bump from Australia. Vic's reviews. You've been in here before, right, Vic? Yeah, I think I remember you. What up, brother? What up? It's crazy. It's crazy up in the building. How's it going? Little primo. Let me hit it for the one time. And guys, I cannot get a hold of them damn mini toolboxes from Harbor Freight. I don't know the members. I don't know if y'all seen that. I was thinking about doing a giveaway for those for Christmas. I can't get my hands on them. They said they might get another shipment tomorrow, but we'll see. We will see. No belly button either, nor broken linkages. I cannot say for your words trademarks. Yeah, dude, and it's all because of TikTok and YouTube, and that should have been crazy. Yo, BFT, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, it's crazy. Hey, Anthony. Mic check.
Videos don't even What up, Fluff?
Not much, bro. How you doing? How you doing? It's been a minute.
We good? How about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing better. A lot better.
I'll put my headphone on.
All right.
How's the weather down there?
Oh, it's getting, I don't want to say cold because it ain't cold for y'all, but we're in the 50s, 50s,
Okay.
40s. So it's starting to cool down a little bit.
I'm in. Look at your email. He probably sent you one. I'm in his StreamYard.
Who is that?
Hello, everybody.
Ray?
I'm watching his channel, Bearded Fortech. I'll send him a link.
Oh, okay. All right.
BFT's there. I'm on the comments. Here we go. Look at that.
There we go.
StreamYard. We're all coming in.
Yeah. We get some some different faces.
We are now.
Okay.
Oh, there's Anthony. Sup, BFT?
Gotta love the Mexicos.
Oh, I love those. Hey, they got them in our vending machines now at work.
No way.
Yeah. And then for the real Mexicans, they got the Tipo Chico or whatever. I'm like, man, I can't drink that stuff.
Hold on, let's go with the Topo Chicos. Pull out my open one.
Oh, it's saying Ray don't have a mic or cam before you can add them to the stream.
I wonder why. I'm a mess.
What
Let's
up,
see
Anthony?
here. I wonder why I can't get my Bluetooth here.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Huh. It's not letting Ray come in. Uh-oh. It's BFT. You hear me?
Yeah, my bad. I hit the wrong button, man.
Oh, you good? Ray, it's saying Ray don't have a mic or a cam, so it won't let me add them or add him.
His phone? Where'd Aaron go?
He's gonna try to connect his headphones.
There we go.
Gotcha.
There we go.
And then let me see, you giving me one for Christmas, man. I'm trying. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hey.
Oh, now it's okay. It's working.
So what's up? What is up, guys?
Are we on the internet? Are we live?
Yes, we're all
Okay.
We're live.
I didn't plan on doing that today, but we're here. What's up?
Not much, bro. How's business?
I'm tired. It's good. Business is good. I'm busy, but it's just been a week. It's been a week of all weeks. It's one of those, you know how it goes, man. That's why I'm there tomorrow. I got shit to do.
I'm assuming that y'all picked up. Y'all been picking up.
We've been dude, I'm booked out like a month all the time. It's been that way forever and ever. Just you keep the schedule full.
It's a good problem to have.
Yep, it's a month out.
Damn, that's good.
Easy.
What about you,
And they
Aaron?
keep waiting. They keep waiting and waiting and
That's real good. So what pisses y'all off as mechanics? Let's talk about that. Let's hit the subject. What do customers do that piss y'all off?
if we have something already set in stone that you're coming in for, let's say you're coming in for 3 things and you drop it off knowing that what you're about to drop on me, I'm going to need to get parts. Well, hey, since I'm dropping it off, do you think you could look at, hold on. I have already set aside X amount of time during the day to handle this repair. And sometimes that's what the universe throws at you. But to adapt to that situation, well, you're going to have to make the decision. Do you continue forward with looking at their concern, or do you politely say, we're going to have to save this for another visit?
Yeah, we get
That
that a
bugs the
lot
shit
too.
out of me.
Or but ours ends up being after we turn the car in, saying that it's done. Oh, I forgot to. Like, really? I already have another car in my stall ready to go, and now you want me to put
Boy,
this back
do I
in there.
not miss that. Ooh.
That's a bad one. Yeah, I agree with that though.
Yeah. So
hey,
I guess to shorten it up, it's change orders. You don't like a change order in the middle of what you're doing.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's all change orders.
And
It throws the metaphorical wrench into everything that you do. Your whole plan is destroyed because someone changed their mind.
Yep.
That's the one.
Because as technicians, we already have a game plan. We already know pretty much how our day is gonna go if you have work already lined up.
True.
So
I don't have to deal with this anymore, but it really irked my nerves when I was at the dealership when they came in for something dealing with tires and they got wheel locks and they don't know where the key's at.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's a big one.
You were the last guy that put my tires on. You know where my key is.
Or, hey, I'm here for the airbag recall on the passenger side, and the whole passenger side of the car is just like piled high with trash or something like that.
Yeah, I had just mentioned that. Man.
I hate that.
Yep. What's another one? Oh, the classic. Well, it did it last month.
Yeah. Ever since you did my oil change 3 years ago, my AC quit working yesterday.
Like, man, how do you want me to duplicate something if it only happened to you one time weeks ago? Like that's something that pisses me off too. Oh, he busted out the Mexican Coke also.
Costco, baby. Mexican Cokes all
Which
day.
is good. I had one for the first time back in October when I was down at Ray's house. Fluffy.
Tipo Chico.
I don't know how to turn this background filter off, and I don't want it on.
I might be able to do it.
Oh, change background. You're on your
Oh, yeah,
computer,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You should go to more settings and then change background.
Hey, Ray.
Oh, I
Aaron,
found it. Okay,
Derek.
okay.
I hate when customers decline work after already approving it. Car install and you have it all apart. Yeah.
Happens more often than not.
What I deal with now, it's people that don't want to drive a certain truck, so they make up an excuse
And waste your time.
and waste my time.
You know, okay, how about this? I've had customers complain about, well, we deal with like Enterprise and Hertz, right? So they'll bring up us vehicles and, you know, a customer rear-ended somebody. What do they say? Oh, the brakes didn't work that time. What?
That one time.
That one time.
That one time that didn't work.
That one time, and you'll lock them up every single time.
Well, that happened. This is over the summer. No, it was probably springtime. They bumped somebody at a light. You know, technically a rear end. All right. They said, "Oh, the brakes failed." What do? Well, I got to bring it back. I got to measure everything. You know, I got to test it out. Man, I went 25 or 30 feet and just slammed on the brakes, and it stopped on a dime. It had brand new brakes all the way around.
Yeah,
that was their excuse to try to get out of getting in trouble. I can't stand it.
Denial is a powerful situation, and I second that notion that you're talking about. That say the brakes failed because I worked for it was like a tow lot. The guy did like AAA tows and roadside tows, and I was just one of the mechanics in the shop. And a lot of the rear end accidents that we would tow, where we towed the car that hit the car in front of them, they would come in and say that the brakes failed, and they want us to check the brakes out and make sure that they work or not. Like put it on the rack, and they pay money for it just to have the shop have a piece of paper that says, you know, the brakes are failed or brakes are not failed. And the customer always wanted, or the drivers, they could never accept the fact that they just didn't stop in time. You know, and they blame it on the brakes. You know, they did fail to stop you before you hit the car, but it's not that they failed. You just failed to stop the car, but they blame it on the brakes every time. And it's a real phenomenon, man. Denial is powerful.
And that goes along with customers not being honest to the repair facility. You know, how many times do we get a customer in and they're saying this, that, and the other, and you find out that somebody else has been in the vehicle and they've done all this other work, and
you get a lot of rental
car backwards.
You get a lot of rental cars, Fluff?
Not anymore. They go to our fleet department.
We get cars in from Enterprise, and we get cars in from an Avis. I got a unique one. It's got 6,800 miles on it. They brought us because it's the managers driving the car now. It's an Enterprise car. It's not Avis. It's an Enterprise car. It was a Jeep Rubicon, or not Jeep Gladiator. It snowed here a little bit the other day. It's brought in. It says the damn 4-wheel drive don't work. I put it in 4-wheel drive. Sure as shit, it doesn't work, and it makes a horrendous noise. Dude, I lifted it up. This thing like 6,800 miles on this thing. You can visually see. I should have took pictures of it. In fact, I'll do that tomorrow. I don't think they're going to pick it up till Monday. The front axle, the drive shaft turns. Nothing happens in the front axle. The wheels don't turn. Nothing.
Oh, nice.
But the pig, you can see it was glowing, especially around where the pinion is.
What? No. What?
You can see that it was glowing, and it shot all the fluid up the. There's fluid underneath the whole freaking car, and it's gear lube. It's you know, gear lube, and it got so hot it must have boiled it out the vent tube, because you can see at the top of the vent tube where it just was all coming out, running down the frame rail, running all the way across the back of the car. So I'm assuming the pig is empty now. I want to know what the hell went wrong. And you can, it looks like somebody took a torch to it and held torches on it for 35, 40 minutes. That's what the pig looks like. Especially at the pinion. Especially at the pinion. It doesn't even have 7,000 miles on it.
And what kind of vehicle was it?
Gladiator.
Oh, a Rubicon.
That's a truck bed on it.
It's a Jeep with the truck bed type thing.
My brother has one.
How is it? Does he like it? Does he not
I've
like
never,
it?
I've
He
never
hates
seen an X. I've never
Hates it.
seen a diff look like this before. Nothing's blowing out of it. It's just you can tell the thing was glowing, dude.
Dude, that thing must have been making noise for a minute.
I mean, you've ever seen a car?
No,
You ever
it
seen a
just
car?
started making noise that morning. Remember?
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
seen a
right,
car
right,
like
right.
that?
Yeah, I pulled out and made noise. I went back home, called a tow truck. That's what they say.
You can literally see the paint cooked off of it. You can literally see the paint cooked off of it. It's like
That is
imagine
wild.
imagine a caliper that's hung up or a brake, whatever caliper could be hung up from a flex hose being bad or whatever, and you see the discoloration in the rotor.
Oh yes, we've
That's
seen
what I
that
got.
before.
That's what I got on the especially around the pinion.
It's like
Where the
purple
pinion
and
ring would
blue
be
and
all
shit.
that. You could see it was glowing. The thing had to be glowing red at one time. I just wonder what the hell went wrong. And at 6,800 miles, being a rental car, what did somebody do with it?
Why did they take it to y'all though? Why would they not take it to?
You know, I ask them that question all the time. They bring me 2024s, and I'm like, I don't even know if I have any service info on this car yet. And I don't care if it's something average Joe car, you know, like it's a Ford, whatever. I mean, it's probably the same as 2023.
Yeah.
But, because the dealerships by us are telling them that they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks out.
Yeah.
Even though it's under warranty. Even though it's under warranty. And I know why the dealers are telling them that. They look and see it's a rental car and they figure out, hell, you got other cars to rent. But the rental places like Enterprise is like the location manager's like, we'd rather pay $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,200 to get the damn thing fixed, back on the road, being able to rent the thing out, than wait to get it warranted.
Wow.
And they
I
said
believe
that
that.
they are submitting claims to the companies for warranty, like reimbursement, like partial reimbursement, because they're being told it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks out before their vehicle will be worked on.
What a nightmare.
I'm like, there's really telling you 4 and 5 weeks out before your car is going to be worked on. Like, that's what they're telling us.
Man.
We were doing that at my dealership back in COVID times. We were a month out. Like there was just cars sitting around on the lot. Like we had to get the porters to go start them all once a week just to
Well, that's how our shop was during COVID too, because we were one of the few shops that just honestly, we acted like nothing was up.
What brand did you work for, Ray?
I was at a Buick, GMC, Subaru, Chevrolet dealership.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
We acted like nothing was up during COVID. You know, our doors were wide open. If you came in with or without a mask, we didn't care.
Wow.
We really did. We acted like nothing was up. So we were busy as hell. And once those stimulus checks went out, oh my God. You wouldn't you would believe the crap that was getting towed in our shop that was sitting in people's backyards. And you look at it, they'll never fix it. And I give them a quote for $5,600 on this old Ford Explorer. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and do it. I'm like,
I don't know about y'all, but those 1 or 2 years were the best years I have ever had in the business.
I couldn't believe what the people were fixing. The money they're putting in the car.
So much money. Everybody was fixing everything. Well, I mean, they had no choice.
Well, they were buying everything too. They were buying $150,000 trucks.
That's true. Used cars shot up, and you couldn't get a used car anywhere for a decent price.
I'll tell you, I've been on a run with Ford freaking 3.5 Explorers and you name it, whatever vehicles they put the 3.5 in with the timing chain driven water pumps.
Oh yeah,
that's only on the
in my shop like this, leaking.
That's on the Explorers.
How much for the water pump? Well, I'm changing all your timing components too. Changing your timing chain, the sensors. This.
I thought I came in for a water pump. You're doing a timing. What?
12.8 hours on this particular model. You know.
It'd be wise to do all the other stuff.
That's got to be the Explorer because that's the water pump's internal only on the transverse mounted 3.5.
Yeah, it's a 3.5 that's in the Explorers. It's in some of the Lincolns, 3.7s too, right?
Well, I went to AutoZone and it said all I needed was a mass airflow sensor.
3.7, it's just 3.5.
Oh God.
It's the 3.5. If it's a transverse mounted, like the truck that has the 3.5, it has an external. The 3.7 liter,
like Explorers, Edges.
Yeah, Explorers is internal because they're transverse mounted.
Flexes, Edges, Tauruses.
Yep, those are all internal.
The Lincoln MK, whatever they are.
MK.
I like that. It's whatever you are.
MKX, MK, whatever. I don't know which. You know,
the Zephyr, it's a fuck. You don't know what it is.
Ford, whatever. The other one's a.
The 3.7's the same way. If it's in an SUV and it's a transverse mounted one, then yes, it's internal.
Yeah,
But if it's a truck, then no, it's external.
I'm getting them in left and right, and they're like, how much for that water pump again?
Oh, shit.
Like, well, understand you're also getting these other parts changed. I'm not going to
Yeah,
tell
you
you know what?
I'm not taking
You know what?
40,000 mile
What up,
engine
Kev?
apart, bring the old chain back in it.
You know
See,
what
with us on
doesn't
the-
tick you off is when a customer can fully understand when you're doing a repair and you're like, speaking of this timing jazz, you know, well, while I'm in here, this would be beneficial. You know what? That's a great idea. It's like, man, this is going to make my job so much easier. Hey, you know what? Thanks, Mr. Customer. Thank you for listening and being pro. You know what I'm saying?
I love when they try to get you to do it without doing that shit. We won't even do that anymore because it's our luck. 3 months later,
Yeah.
it's going to
Heck
go
no.
wrong. Tension's going to break or something. The chain jumps or whatever happens in there. Well, why didn't you do it when you're in there? Well, we told you and you said no.
You told me not to.
Yep.
You told me not to. Now we just don't give a choice. It's this or bye.
Hey, what I don't understand is how come some independent shops that are out there, when they do a brake job, they'll do the pads, the rotors, and the calipers. Why do they replace
No.
calipers?
Why do they replace calipers?
I have no idea.
Yeah, every time they do a brake job, they replace calipers or they don't do the brake job at all.
I don't understand either. I get a lot of customers coming in with quotes from other shops for that stuff too. And we take a look at their vehicle and I'm like, I see nothing wrong with the calipers. I just got to make sure I re-lube the slide pins in them. Say it's got slide pins in them. Everything's fine with your calipers. Nothing wrong with it. The boot around the piston's good. You know, dust boot, it's not leaking. I see nothing wrong with the calipers, so I don't know why they recommend the calipers.
Not leaking, it's not sticking, everything's moving freely.
Risk for the shop. It lowers their comeback rate. It lowers overall risk in general, and it's high profit. They sell a lot of parts that way. They
Yeah,
get
it's
to sell
high profit.
every brake
High
job.
profit. We have a
Very
chain.
high profit.
Do
We
they
have a-
do they
we
get a
have a
kickback
chain
from
here.
the parts stores?
We have
Oh,
a
yeah.
local. We have a local chain.
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. Especially on brake parts.
Yeah, we have
Ray's
a
like, yep.
Dude, they're like, if you buy your pads and rotors, whenever they decide to bundle sell those, they'll give you like 10% on the month towards like a store credit, like rewards or whatever. It's like depending on like how much they want to promote something, they'll do like 10 to 25% like cash back almost, just to, or you get points or whatever, and then those points can go against your statement, but you get extra points for selling the stuff that they're trying to move.
I don't know if they're still doing it. I know one time AutoZone had a special going if you bought pads and rotors, like on the commercial account. I mean, they were like, you get pads and rotors for like $1.25.
Yeah.
$1.25.
I mean, they all still do that, but I buy what I want, and it's usually power stops.
Yeah, and then they next thing you know, like we have a local place around us. It's called Bell Tire. It's a local chain in Michigan. It's a big boy. They got like 80 stores in Michigan and a few in Indiana and a few in Ohio, but not many in Indiana or Ohio. And I forgot every car that goes in their shop. Every car needs struts or shocks. And every car that has a brake issue needs pads, calipers, rotors, and brake flex hoses.
Mm-hmm.
They quote it every brake job I've ever seen quoted. If it needs front brakes, it's front calipers, pads, rotors, and flex hoses.
That's crazy. I've never seen.
Yeah, that ain't
I've
You
never heard of.
wouldn't believe the markup on this shit. I mean, they're selling Duralast gold brake pads for like to the customer for like $120.
To last,
Brake
will
pad.
last.
We like to use
Yep.
Akibono is what we use at our shop primarily.
Let's see, Wrenchin, what's good? What's good? I hate when customers decline work after already approving it or installing. You have all the parts. Yep, and then they ruin your fucking day. They ruin your damn day. Appreciate that $5 donation though,
Who are
bro.
power stops made
Worse
by?
is when you drive 2 hours to a place to go change a compressor to find out they replaced all the fucking units on the roof.
Oh, you're dispatched to do a job, and then they went and had somebody else change it out. Oh,
They
dude.
showed up and we're like,
Oh.
I don't think this goes to any of these units.
Mhm.
Look at the sticker on the units. Like there's like a for what's it called a like a transport company, and said like they were literally delivered like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Damn.
can you?
But we
build
got paid
for
for it.
the-
We still build them because I mean it took us 2 hours to drive there, 2 hours to drive home. We had to return the old compressor, so and took
That's
us a couple
crazy.
hours just to figure out what the fuck was going on.
I'm considering implementing a policy now where I charge people like $75 for a no call, no show.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Getting an appointment would
Be like
require
a doctor's
credit card number
office?
on file, just like a doctor's office
Okay.
or a hotel room.
Hey,
What
Ray,
about a
what about time
reschedule?
wasted?
Reschedule is one thing, but you just don't show up that day.
Okay.
You know what it's like, dude. You've done the same thing. Guy's supposed to be here 10 o'clock this morning. Noon rolls around. Nope. 1 o'clock rolls around. Nope. Not answering the phone. It's like, dude.
It's just just charge a deposit.
Yeah, this guy gets on an airplane, flies across the country to make an appointment, and then they don't even answer the phone.
That happened that Wednesday. I was down there. I was supposed to have the guy there at noon, remember? And he
Yep.
didn't. No call, no
Yeah,
show.
no,
That's a good.
It's going to
That's
be
a good.
credit cards
That's a good
for an
point
appointment
there.
only because they
That's-
got to
that's-
stop doing that stuff.
That's a good point to put, like when somebody wants to make an appointment with you and they make an issue out, make an appointment with you, have a $75 freaking deposit.
Yeah.
And say it's non-refundable if you don't show up.
I mean,
And they
if
say,
you
well,
show up,
why?
that's just-
I am providing a time slot. I'm saying no to everybody else to have the time to bring your vehicle in. If you don't show, I'm screwing myself. So $75 non-refundable deposit.
And if they show up, that gets towards the bill, right? Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
that would,
charging $75 to go towards a repair. You don't show up, you're $75 for wasting my freaking time and making an appointment.
how about just bill an hour diag?
Or whatever,
You pay the
yeah.
diag charge up front. Here's your
Bottom
here's
line,
your
I don't give a
service
shit if it's
done in the building.
$150. Let's just face it, today's world, I don't care if it's $150. They ain't got, if they can't spend $150, they ain't gonna fix their car, right?
oh man, yeah, you're right about
You're
that.
not gonna get your car fixed if you ain't gonna spend $150. So if Ray says, hey, it's $150 to lock in this time slot or this appointment, and it's a non-refundable upfront fee, but I do refund it once you show. I would put it towards the repairs of your car.
Mhm.
That's a different story. I don't see why they would complain.
I bet you the mobile mechanics do it. They probably
easy.
They probably collect service fee up front before they drive anywhere.
Hell, we got one in here. Kev, do you charge anything like that? I don't know if you're still in here.
My doctor's office has tried to charge by not showing up. I see M. Leeser says
does.
doctor can charge if you don't show up. My youngest daughter forgot about a doctor's appointment she made. I didn't even know she made it. She forgot about a doctor's appointment she made, and she didn't show up to it, and they sent us a bill in the mail.
No
So
kidding.
Here's the other thing.
They even
Wow.
submit, they even submit billing. They even submit billing to my insurance company. They sent me the bill for the copay.
Here's something, or you make an appointment to drop off your car to, I don't know, like I got to drop off my truck for some warranty recall thing. If they don't look at it that day, why the fuck did I make an appointment for that day?
Fair
That's a
enough.
good question. Or when they do make an appointment, I don't like that word appointment. It's more of a check-in time. Like
Right.
you have an appointment at 9 o'clock and you show up at 8:59. You know what I mean?
And they
Or I have an
expect you to
appointment-
get their car in. They
Yeah,
expect you to get it
I got an
diagnosed.
appointment at 9 o'clock. Yeah, well, it doesn't work that way. That's your check-in time.
You
You
have
get
an
in line with
appointment
everybody else.
service
But I mean,
advisor. That's who
but
you have an
also, like,
appointment
if
with.
it's
You
not
have
going to
an
get
appointment
looked
with
at
service
that day,
advisor.
why did I take time out of my day to go drop it off?
Yep. Or they approve work at the end of the day and expect you to get it done that day.
No,
Like, yo, what?
no.
Flood my comments. Yeah, I see it. It like I don't know why, but on the computer, like all the comments are mixed up. It's not going in order. It's weird.
Somebody said Dave the Auto is hiring. He sent his resume just for shits and giggles.
Oh,
No one wants to work for Dave. Yeah, he made YouTube
Nice, bro.
videos saying he
Nice.
was hiring for people in the shop, and I'm like, "You
What up,
sure you
Reggie?
want to do that, man? You're going to get everybody, people you don't want that just want to work
You're
there."
gonna have like 3,000 resumes, man.
That's what
Yeah.
you call.
Juan,
That's what you call gathering data. You're getting people's information.
No
That's what
doubt.
you're doing.
Aaron, right there in the top corner. You cut hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cuts hair, and he's always got a fresh cut on him.
Just as of like 3 hours ago, I finished my own.
Damn, hey, power stroke. Wrenching.
Hey.
What up, Juan? AWM. Your
I
blessings.
got-
Well, I
I
know
gotta-
what we're
I
really
gotta do
pissed
my
me off
page
with,
tonight,
like, when we
man.
have to drop off
See
our
what's
vans
gray.
for service is that it's that whole, oh, you got to drop it off. Oh, it should take a couple hours. Okay, cool. Like 8 hours later, like nothing. I'm like, dude, I need this van to go to work. And I don't
Sitting
know.
in the parking lot that even pulled it in yet.
Yeah. Well, dude, I had a flat tire once. I must have ran over a nail. Took it to Firestone because, you know, we can only use so many shops, right?
Right.
And got there as they opened. I'm like, hey, dude, need new tire. They're like, okay, well, they're kind of worn, so you need two. Okay, whatever. Just, you know, I'm not paying for it. So
Fix my
and
tires.
then
What national
they,
account?
What up, Sizzle Nick?
national
Happy
account-
holidays, bro.
Yeah, what national account is your truck covered under?
we were Donlin.
Oh,
Now
nice.
it's Wheels.
Wheels, mapped wheels.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
See, I don't know what the process is, but my shop owner set it up where we take all those. So we're also on the list.
No,
of
yeah, but I mean, there's not really very many like smaller shops, so we can only go to like Firestone, Pep Boys. What's another one? Tire Choice is one we can go to, or used to be able to go to. But like, yeah, dude, I dropped it off as Firestone, and dude, it took them all day to change 2 tires.
Yeah, we do Donlin, we do map wheels, we do
that.
Enterprise. Trying to think of other ones. I think I mentioned the big ones.
But I'm like, it shouldn't take all. I mean, I get you got other customers, and I just walked in, but like, shouldn't take 8 hours to change 2 tires.
See, I feel like sometimes there should be
It probably took 7
a
hours.
floater in the shop. You know, somebody who
took
could.
No, it probably took
who's
him 7 hours.
dedicated to
It probably took him
put shit
7
like
hours
that.
to hire somebody. The tires only probably took an hour, but it took 7 hours to hire somebody to do it. They're probably
He's
out
like, well, my tire guy doesn't get here till 9. Like, get
Yeah,
here
that
till
sounds
9,
like
bro.
me.
Like,
Yeah, you're.
Dude, I used to work for Firestone Complete Auto Care. It was a revolving door, man.
Yeah.
You could have 3
like, what do
guys.
you mean you have a tire guy?
You could
Can't
have
any
3
of your
guys
guys do
walk in.
tires?
You could have 3 employees walk in one day, 2 walk out the very same day, and then you come in the next day and find out another one quit. And now you're down to one person in the whole freaking shop.
That's messed up.
And next
I
thing you
was
know,
trying
the
to
shop
find
got
out
4 guys in it again. And 2 weeks
any
later, now you're
place
down
that has
to
an
50 guys.
express department or a quick lube department.
I'll
That's
tell you where
revolving door.
Firestone makes a mistake from the years I spent working with them. First of all, they hire anybody for the most part when they're desperate. That's their first mistake. Their second mistake is they try to lowball you and not pay you enough. They will pay if you can prove yourself. They will pay, and their benefit package is good. But they work the shit out of you. That's the biggest problem. Tech wise,
Firestone?
tech wise, they want you there around the clock. If they had their way,
Firestone, garbage, dude. I worked at Firestone before. It was probably one of the worst places I ever worked.
yeah, they want you. If they had their way, if you're a good tech and they really have value in you, they want you there 6 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Yeah, but they were.
They won't schedule that for you, but they'll just keep throwing shit on your hook and say, "Oh yeah, he'll stay and do it. He's flat rate."
Did they ever break their $26 an hour pay cap barrier?
Oh yeah, I know.
Because I left, they were capped at 26.
What year was that?
Oh, I want to say 06.
I left.
06 or 07.
20 years ago.
I left in 08, the year I got divorced, and I was making 34.
Okay.
I think their cap is around 38 now.
Okay.
Not many are getting that. I'm gonna tell you right now. Most of them are still probably in the 20s. Very few are over the 30s.
Really?
I can't. I'm speaking for Michigan now. You understand?
They
Where are you?
were remarkably stingy with
I
their
can't
pay
talk
rates,
about
man.
California. I can't talk about California, but I would say in the
Where are
bigger
you?
He's in the Detroit area.
Metro Detroit area. So I'd say it's probably
Where?
What?
Where?
Detroit.
Macomb,
Aaron's in Michigan too.
Macomb Township.
Okay.
That's where I live. I work in Rochester Hills.
Okay. I'm over here in Wixom.
Yeah. We just put a Firestone up there in Wixom. I know they built one there because one of my friends works at it, or was, before he left the state. Now he's down in Georgia, working for Royalty Automotive.
No shit.
Right on.
Yeah. One of my friends went through divorce. He's like, dude, you think I can't, nobody's hiring me. I don't understand why nobody's hiring me. I'm a good tech. I said, dude, you're just hitting all the wrong shops. And he didn't want to go to a dealership. And I'm like, I know all the guys at Firestone still. I had a lot of years in there. I made a few phone calls, and he started working at the Wixom location. I mean, the guy was turning like 90 hours a week every week. And then he decided he wanted to improve his relationship with his kids from his first marriage after he ended his second marriage here in Michigan. I guess his second wife didn't like his kids, so they kind of distanced themselves. And his kids lived down in Georgia. He went down to Georgia. He took a transfer with Firestone and worked for Firestone down there. Got sick of the bullshit. Ran into Royalty Automotive. They hired him, and now he works for them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever watch any of Sherwood's videos, Royalty Automotive videos.
That's the gentleman with like the long ponytail.
Yeah.
Yep.
You ever see a video where he's got a big, heavier set guy? Now he has a good sized beard going on him now. He didn't have a beard when he worked up here. But that's Chris. And they'll say his name's Chris too, so that's another that giveaway. But and he loves it there. 4 days a week. Makes more money than he did working with Firestone for 6.
Flat rate or hourly?
He's flat rate, but he gets a certain amount of upfront
That's some
money.
incentives.
Yeah, he gets like, I think he told me about $250 to $280 a week just to start with. That's what I guess Sherwood does with his techs, just for like all the stuff that he feels though they don't get paid for. They ask some of them to do.
That's cool.
Like maybe the inspections and all that, being very thorough with all the pictures and the digital video inspections. I never asked him exactly what that all covers, but I know he gets, it's over $40 an hour flat rate, and he works 4 days a week, and I know he's turning at least 50, 55, 60, 65 hours a week. Like I say, so I'm not busting my ass anymore to make the money I used to. Before he worked around the clock. Which that's why I left Firestone. I got divorced. I'm like, I can't do your bullshit no more. I can't work all these hours no more.
Yeah, it'd be nice to work only 4 days. Holy shit.
Yeah, I flagged a lot of hours. I made good money at Firestone too. I flagged a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Hours were easy to come by. If you worked at a busy location.
You know,
But you work 6 days a week for 12 hours a day.
Or 10 hours a day, whatever. It still was too much. When I got divorced and I was accustomed to my 2 daughters, I couldn't do it anymore.
you know,
Plus, I was done with them anyway. I was done with them for a long time anyway.
remember I was having the issues with the HHR for my mother-in-law. Well, and I didn't want to deal with it. I had called up Firestone to see if they could. Oh, she was gonna get a transmission service, right? And they said they don't do anything that has to do with transmissions anymore.
They still do. It's
I
just
don't know.
you know what it is? All these techs are scared to touch shit.
Maybe
Son,
because
you would not believe in
these-
you would not believe in these chain locations. I hate to give there's a lot of good chain locations out there, but they're only as good as the employees that are in that actual store. But all in all,
the
these
training
chain
has a lot
locations-
to do with it too.
Like,
Who trains these-
overall though, the chain locations just don't have the talent in the back shop, and often at the front shop either. They just don't have the talent.
Let me see. Ray, would you hire somebody who's green, who's barely coming into the business?
Yeah.
And do you appoint somebody to train them, or do you train them yourself?
Kind of both. Yeah. I got a helper. He came in like 8 months ago. Justin, totally green, like never had a job before, ever. 18 years old.
That's fine if they got the right attitude, but see, the difference is you got the knowledge, and Ray's got the knowledge within his shop to train, to teach.
Yeah.
If you go into a chain and you don't know shit, and the guys that you work with don't know shit, or what they do know is totally wrong, and what they do, say what they are teaching you is the wrong way of doing stuff, what good are they?
Then you learn bad habits, and then you can't get out of them bad habits.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it.
And then if you do get a good job or you do go to a dealership, you show up doing everything the fucking wrong way and they run you right out of there.
Yeah.
And now you're stuck in the tire store circle forever. And it's a miserable place.
I hate
Flat
tires.
rate. Dude, you know how flat rate is, man. It's murder.
Yeah. It
Horrible.
Is. It is.
Toxic.
GMM, changing an engine and then an injector fails. That's always fun when you do a big job and then something fails coincidentally. Been there. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's coming up. Christmas. Hell yeah. Hey, Sizzleneck. Yo, buddy. They call it every hour wanting updates. Oh, I hate those customers. Man.
What I hate is when you write a customer up at the counter. And I get called up at the counter because my service writer wants me to hear exactly what the customer is saying. So I hear it with my own ears, what their complaint is and what they're saying and describing what their complaint is and blah, blah. Sometimes my service writers wants the tech that they're going to give the car to hear the customer's actual words.
What up, Paul P?
And we'll tell them, okay, we'll let you know. We'll probably won't be looking at it till sometime tomorrow. And they leave the shop and an hour later they're on the phone. Did he figure it out yet? I was at the counter when my service guy said, we'll be looking at it tomorrow sometime. That
Or
we ahead of you.
tell them it's a
calling me an hour
12-hour
later
job.
now?
It's
No,
a
you're calling me-
12-hour job and they're calling 2 hours later. You have a status
Well,
on my
we
car?
know you're going to charge 12 and only get it done in like 4, so might as well call in a couple hours and see where you're at.
Well, it might take me 8 hours to
Do
get
you
to
call
your
them
vehicle to
early?
start
Do
working.
you call
on
them
it.
early and tell them it's done? Or do you sit and sandbag it for till
You sit
tomorrow
and
morning?
Sandbag that shit.
You sit and
Yeah.
sandbag it.
Unless it's extended warranty, then I'll turn it in right away.
I tell you
'cause,
what, more and more of these newer cars, though, man, it's harder and harder to beat flat rate on the damn things.
oh, somebody said something
These
about
cars
warranty
are
changes.
getting
warranty
very
time
so,
changes.
so much of the shit's getting so tight to work on.
Yep.
It's awful.
Oh, dude, like that 3-cylinder engine, it's a tiny little thing, but there's so much shit around it. Like, why?
Have you seen that new 4-banger they're putting in the Explorers that's turbocharged? That
No, I
looks
have
like
not.
that looks like pain in the ass to work on. I ain't even done anything with one. Or what about
Oh,
that?
yeah,
that new
they suck.
3-liter freaking Chrysler Hurricane motor or Stellantis Hurricane motor. That
Oh.
looks like a real SOB to work on. I was just looking at certain things like how would you get that out of there? That's gonna be like. So I looked up labor on it one time. I had one in the shop. It's a newer car. It was in there for maintenance, a tire or some shit, and oil change or rotation and oil change at our shop. And I just happened. I haven't seen one of these yet. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that looks like a real pain in the ass if I ever had to change the water pump or change this or change that. Shits and giggles. I was looking in the computer like what labor times were on it, and I'm like, holy shit. And another one that's 7 some hours to do this and 6 hours to do that.
Pull the motor out.
Y'all
Well,
ever get this?
that's what the new thing is. I know a lot of engineers, and they say the new method of servicing a lot of the newer vehicles you're going to see is it's drop the whole freaking cradle right out.
You got to put it into service mode.
Speaking of which, Fluffy, did you really have to take a transmission out to get that CV axle?
No, I was doing the transmission.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because I guess it came off. He's like, yeah, I was doing a CV axle. And I was like, dude's got the whole transmission
No.
out of this.
So
I'm like, how did you sell a transmission remover replace to get the CV axle?
no.
What?
Like if you pay attention to the background talking, I was saying I'm trying to save the axle.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Ray,
so
you took your whole
funny.
tab off the oil filter.
How?
There. I think I have a full video of like more of the talking between us and trying to get the thing out. Cause like that was a sped up video just to make it into the shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, we're getting 3 minutes now, right? On shorts.
yeah, but they're not pushing as hard on the 3 minutes. I've noticed that.
Make them anyway.
I am. I think
keep
I'm
doing
gonna
it,
do
'cause-
both.
You can't upload it through the mobile app though.
Yeah,
You have to. No, you can't. Not a 3 minute.
That's how I've been doing it. You just can't do a lot of the options that.
Because every time I try to go to do it, it only gives you a
YouTube
60
Studio.
second. Huh? YouTube Studio. Yeah, it only gives you 60 seconds.
Maybe
I've been
you
doing
haven't
it.
gotten an update yet.
Let me try. Let me look.
Because when they update like your studio or whatever, or even your YouTube, I don't think everyone gets the whole update at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
think
automatically, if it's in
vertical.
if it's in vertical mode automatically and it's over 1 minute, it's automatically going to be considered a short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's taking time for, because I heard it's supposed to be fully rolled out by the new year. So we'll see about that. And then vertical live streams, they're now doing that TikTok shit where they send gifts. And
Yeah. Be careful on the 3-minute shorts. Not that it really matters. It does, but it doesn't. So if it's like 3 minutes and it's a vertical short, right? It's going to get pushed to long form and short, right? But you're only going to get ad revenue from shorts.
But you don't want your audience getting split where half of them are short watchers and half of them are long form watchers. They say that's really bad, and that's even why a lot of channels have a second channel just for shorts. They don't want the screwiness of the algorithm.
Really?
That's an issue I have. Is I have a lot of short watchers.
Yeah,
a lot.
The algorithm screwed up my long form content because everybody's watching shorts and YouTube is promoting shorts to everyone, and they're just forgetting about all the longer videos because I think they're trying to get a hold of the TikTok people.
I'm guilty of it. I do the same shit. I'll fucking
I ain't
sit
doing those shorts right now, man. It's only 23 degrees outside.
This guy.
Yeah.
But y'all ever look?
It's
Wrenchin said
for it to be 23 degrees out. I hate the weather.
Wrenchin said as soon as they approve, they might price check and someone might give them a discount. So that's why they decline work. Or they'll change their mind. Oh, never mind, I don't want to do it. Tough shit. I already got the engine out, buddy. So either way, you're paying.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if somebody calls, and I've done this, people, you call halfway through and change your mind, I'm billing you for whatever. I'll stop right now, but whatever I'm at, that's what we're getting billed for.
Or you're getting it back just like that too.
Yeah, or I'll put it in. Here you go. Put it all in the trunk.
I've done that. Put a subframe up, and they took it like that. Engine in the fucking hat.
Bye.
No bullshit.
See you later.
I've had a car towed in my shop before with the cylinder heads off of it, the intake off it, the whole 9 yards. And they got all the parts and boxes in the bed of the pickup truck. They want to know how much they're going to charge to put it back together. It's like,
but I'm not going to I felt bad for this though.
Yep.
Who took it apart? Who took it apart? Well, I did. I used to be a mechanic, but I hurt my back and I can't do this work anymore. And
I kind of felt bad.
Why did you take it apart? It's my next question.
You know, these extended warranties are wanting. These extended warranties companies are wanting us to tear shit down, knowing they're already going to decline the work due to negligence. So now the customer gets asked out because they approve half of the work for teardown. And then now, oh, you need a $6,000 engine and it's going to be $2,000 of labor. Like, well, what the fuck? They told me I needed to tear it down. So, yeah, it's Fluffy and the Dream Team. What up, Dobie? Denial is powerful or convicting yourself of a lie. And then, man, I need to find time because I'm gonna start my first EV job after 2 years of being certified in EVs. I gotta pull a motor.
When you said something earlier about Nissan, when I said you're a Nissan tech, and you said, "Well, I don't know about that," or for how long? Is that because Nissan announced they're having financial issues? Or what were you pertaining to, Fluffy? What were you talking about?
Yes.
Well, I heard the guys say Nissan announced it.
Fluffy be like,
and I'm proud to be an American.
Sorry about that, Fluff.
I don't think we'll.
Hey,
I don't know how that
financial problems too. Or Stellantis is having.
Yeah, they're having problems too.
Nissan, the Chrysler.
I don't know how much it'll affect an actual dealership unless the dealership just decides to close down.
Do you have any other brands besides Nissans?
No.
No, and he's not properly tooled to work on anything but Nissan.
Yeah.
And Honda's possibly. I mean, you got a 12, a 14, and a 17 millimeter, right?
The word around the street is Honda's thinking
right.
They're looking at Nissan, supposedly. So
Nissan.
Who's looking at Nissan?
Honda.
There you go. All you need is a 10, 12,
Supposedly.
14, and 17 millimeter.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
That'll never happen. They will never suffer they will never suffer the dishonor.
All right, moving on. I'm getting a little nervous. If I was even 10 minutes into it, I'd charge them at least a half hour. Oh, hell yeah. Look, I don't charge anything less than an hour on some things. Like, wipers and filters, I have no choice, but yeah. Adobe, you don't. What you talking about, GMM? Everything is yes, the back order shit. That's forcing even us to go aftermarket on some stuff. On a lot of stuff, actually.
I haven't had too many problems until it comes to Chrysler products.
Damn fools as it should.
You are having problems or you're not?
I have problems with certain Chrysler products not being able to get the stuff. Like I've been waiting for a PTU for a Jeep Cherokee. It's not Grand Cherokee, it's just standard Jeep Cherokee. I've been waiting for the power transfer unit or transfer case, whatever you want to call it. I've been waiting for one of those now for probably 3 weeks.
Damn.
I don't know when it's going to show up. The dealer told me it says it's a back order 50,000 units. I said, what does that mean?
You're never going
to
to get
They're building cars with them right now, and they're not supplying the dealer.
Can you get it rebuilt?
No, they're saying it's an unrebuild. It's replace the whole unit. They're saying. I called some shops and they said no, we don't rebuild those.
Did you call Kodiak Truck?
No, I can always try that.
Call Kodiak Truck. There's a guy there named Mark, and I understand he's a legendary transfer case builder. I don't know if he works on anything besides like truck transfer cases, but it'd be worth a shot to call Kodiak Truck.
I'll give that a try.
I mean,
if
they're back ordered 50,000 units, you're not getting one. You're 8 months at best.
That's what I'm saying. I said to the guy, the dealer, when my service provider told me that, I was like, "What?" So I called the dealer myself. He says, "My computer's showing 50,000 back orders."
Go on eBay. Hold on, man. Find one right now. What are you looking for?
You know, it was nice about being at a dealer
and 2000. I think it's a 2018 Jeep Cherokee transfer or PTU but it's got the 2.4 multi-air, so it's an all-wheel drive.
It's a Gladiator, right?
There's been more times lately where
just a Jeep.
There'll be a back order part.
Standard Cherokee. It's the little guy.
There'll be a back order part.
MOPARpartsonline.com. MOPAR part number RL307403AG, $2,100 in stock.
MOPAR parts online?
MOPAR parts on sale.com.
Yeah.
Fluffy, can you make me screen shared?
I understand. I know what you're talking about, Ray. I just never even decided to Google it. I just okay, whatever. Customer just
you gotta send it through and then I can put it.
Service writer said whatever. Whenever we get it, the customer said. Well, okay.
Man. Yeah, I'd go outside of the normal chain of things and just go get one.
Shit, sometimes if it becomes a heat case, right, where the customer complains enough to the actual manufacturer, sometimes they'll pull us parts off of the assembly line. Sometimes, but it has to be like way up there.
A certain level of chains of going up.
Yeah.
Dude, the battery is going to die in the parking lot by the time they pull parts off the assembly line.
Sometimes we get them like within the next 2 days, 3 days.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. No, technically overnight them.
I'm sorry, I can't bring up a particular vehicle, like make and model. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I've run across a couple Fords. I couldn't get
BMW.
For.
The 6.2 liter 2018 Ford, you still cannot get an intake for that. It's still on back order. It's been like
we got told on a certain vehicle. I'm trying to think of what it was. It wasn't even 10 years old yet that the part's obsolete. And I'm like, it can't be obsolete. The vehicle's only like 8 years old. Maybe it wasn't a Ford. It might not have been a Ford. I'm trying to remember.
Dude,
Not
they're starting
ridiculous.
to
It probably was a
discontinue
Ford.
parts early.
It said it was obsolete. And I'm like,
Yep.
it can't be obsolete. You got to guarantee parts for 10 years, I thought.
Like the 2015 Armadas. Good luck. You might be able to get some stuff.
What about a 1983 Nissan 720?
The fuck is that?
eBay.
Yeah.
Get
I have a question for you,
used
Fluff.
parts on eBay, man.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Being in a dealership environment, so this would probably answer my question. I've always meant to ask friends of mine that work in dealerships, and I
What up,
always
Easy?
forget. I always forget when I'm hanging out with them. How do you guys handle the NASTA issue?
The
The
what?
The NASTA. Do you guys you guys exempt from it because you're at a dealership?
What are you talking about? I'm not at a dealership no more.
Security, getting security access to program. keys
Oh,
to
we
your car.
automatically have the access or whatever.
You automatically have
Yeah.
access because you're
Yeah.
at an OE dealership. You're at your
Yeah.
Yeah.
OE.
Or you have the OEM scan tools.
Yeah.
I'm
So, like,
I'm set up as a fleet like a dealer. I don't have to do that either. I log in as dealer.
yep. We have dealer login.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That
Have you joined that, Ray?
I have not. No. I
Not seen enough of the new stuff that you need it yet?
I
Or you-
just
or you
bought
just-
myself.
Or
Well,
you just
it was-
contact it, say that I'm going to want the next car, let that guy do it, and I'll pay him, and I'll just charge the customer.
Yeah, well, a lot of that stuff it wasn't really worth, it wasn't worth the cost, in my opinion, at the time to invest in the equipment. I mean, a 2534 J tool is expensive, a pass through, and then to get on every dealership's website to get access to programming stuff and get access to all their information, that stuff costs money. It's annual subscriptions, several hundred bucks a year per manufacturer. So I just kind of haven't been doing it at all.
Well, for the most part, for the most part, we are fortunate up here. I have two guys I could use, but I mainly only use one guy. He actually was he's a trainer for a company. I'm trying to remember the name of the company he works for. But he's a mobile guy. He has all that stuff. He's licensed. He's insured. He can do Ford, GM, Chrysler, BMW, Honda, Toyota. Does not do Nissan. I don't think he does. He does Mazda. I think I've named them all that he does.
Oh,
But he
Nissan's gonna be.
But he's got all his own equipment. He comes in. He's got his own internet service. He's licensed. He's insured. He's a licensed locksmith. He's got everything he needs. For the most part, if I need anything reprogrammed, a new module reprogrammed, reflash on an American car. I mean, I can't think of the last time I changed something on like a Toyota or a Ford that needed to be reprogrammed. But I just call him.
Yep.
He handles it. He charges us whatever, and we turn around and charge the customer a little bit more.
There's a way to be able to
doing his thing. I'm still working on cars, so
there is a way for you to be able to do it without having to pay for all the accesses and do it yourself manually. You can get those pass-through devices that are they're Wi-Fi capable, and you log into the host. And I think like Hardak makes the best one. That's the one I ended up getting, so I could get programming done. But what you do is you get this Hardak, and you plug that thing in. Then you call the company that services it, and you tell them, "Hey, I got a Chrysler Town and Country, and we changed the program to tip them," and they'll schedule an appointment. They call you. You set the car up. They log into your device through the internet,
I
and
just
then
seen
they
that.
program them over the air, and you walk away while they do the programming. And it allows you access to do that stuff, so you don't have to send it to somebody else. Or you got a good thing going where you have a mobile guy that does it for you, but a lot of shops don't have that relationship.
This guy knows his shit. He's not a new kid on the block. This guy's an actual instructor for various companies over the years. I mean, he knows his shit. If I'm like really foobarred and like mentally foobarred on a car, I'm not figuring this car out, I'll call him and it'd be like, tell me what you've checked, tell me what's good, tell me what you got. And he can think about it for a while and send me the right direction. And usually I listen to him and I go rethink it and I figure out what's wrong with the car. he likes me because I call him up and say, hey, I had to install a new ABS module in the Ford, or a new PCM or whatever you want, ECM in a Chrysler vehicle. And he'll be like, what was the original problem? I said, it's not charging. It came in no charge, but the regulator in the computer is not working. It's not doing anything. Okay. He said, bottom line, every time he's ever come to me and programmed what I asked him to program, the car is fixed when he leaves. He cannot stand getting calls from all these other shops. He said so many of the other shops he gets calls from. He goes in and does what they ask him to do, reprogram a new module or a new computer they put in the car. And he goes to me, he says, well, you still got all these codes set, and this and this and this is still not working. And they're like, what did you do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I did what you asked me to do. I reprogrammed your car. I reprogrammed your new module. You guys are wrong. You didn't diagnose it right.
Oh,
I said, and he goes,
Never happens.
I go, you still charging me? He says, hell yes. And he goes in there and tell me, well, what's wrong with that? I tell him $185 an hour to start. He goes, I'll go diagnose it for him. So how often do they pay you for that? Almost
sorry,
never.
fella.
He told me Midas was a good one for that. Calling him up and asking him to reprogram shit they threw in the car, and that wasn't the problem.
Damn. Let me find out it was Turner. What about, oh, hey, you're done with this repair. Can I get a discount?
It said the chain shops are only as good as the tech work in there.
Blanket repairs.
Or the tech work in there.
Yeah. We have customers that won't approve repairs unless they get some sort of discount. They don't care what type of discount it is. They just want a discount on something.
They just want to make it feel like they got a good deal.
Yeah.
Tell them no. My prices are already fair and competitive.
I'm not going to get into anything to sound like it's a racist issue, but some customers are better off to mark it up 20%, and then when they want a discount, you give them 10 or 15% off. They're happy as hell, and you made an extra 5% with all the bullshit you had to go through with the wheeling and dealing with them. I'm not joking.
Okay.
I am looking for a discount. You get a mini discount on something?
Duralast. Yeah, them Duralast.
Yeah, I marked it up 20%. I took 10% off. Here's your big discount. I gave you 10% off. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, for real, yeah, man.
Made an extra 10% because I marked it up 20%.
Have people, so Kevin has people to pay him to make an appointment that's not refundable. Do you put that towards a repair if they get any repairs done, Kev? Uh-oh. What do we lose? Oh, we lost Aaron.
You still backed up
Oh yeah.
You still backed up a couple weeks, Ray?
About a month at all times. Yep.
We run anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's just how it is. I mean, and we don't hustle and grind all day either.
We have 5 techs in our shop and 1 low-end apprentice / lube tech, rotation guy, the low-end guy. But I mean, we call him apprentice guy because we're training them up. So
yep.
We have 2 master techs in the shop, me being one of them.
Same. Oh my God.
And then the other techs are working their way to becoming masters, but we have a very good crew in our shop, except for one service writer's got an attitude, but other than that, we got a good crew at our shop.
At one point, we had like 6 masters at the shop. Now we're down to 2. And
why'd they let everybody
funny about
leave?
you guys always complaining about warranty times is y'all bitch about how they keep knocking them down, but then you go and post videos on how short of a time it takes you to do it.
I don't know.
You go get them, Sergio.
When it's under warranty.
All you techs are whiners.
You're just shooting yourselves in the foot. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying you as auto mechanics.
Yeah, but
it
was
see a lot of that.
The job was fine at 3.2 hours for years, and now all of a sudden it's 1.7 just because we got good at it. So now that we see it as they punish us for getting better at our jobs.
Or just people not running time. That's what it really is people not running time.
I shouldn't say nothing.
Oh, clocking in on a job and then clocking out of it. But yeah.
I'm trying to think what dealer it is.
Doctors charge you if you don't show up. I believe that.
Yeah.
Super elite.
All right.
I was scrolling, saw Floor Short, then saw it said live. Just
You
refresh
guys
my notes.
have the owner's manual in there and all that. I wanted.
Yeah, they're kind of slow walking me right now. Super. Oh no, they're mad at me because I took a long break.
I
I'm gonna go take
what,
my contacts out.
Your
I can't remember
eyeball
what buddy
burn.
of it. I
Later,
can't
buddy.
remember what.
Good hanging, man.
Thank
Peace.
you. Thank
Good
you.
one.
Time is
I
money.
can't, I
no
can't
matter
remember what
what.
friend of mine it was. If it was a Ford dealer guy that I'm friends with.
That's crazy.
I can't remember, but he said there was a safety recall for door latches on the vehicle, and it was paying at one time.
Ain't that Chrysler for the sliding door?
Or the freezing door latch on the Fords.
I want to say it was a Ford. And
Or
he
if
said,
it's the Ford, like the Ford Focus, the ones
it's a
where they won't
freaking
close the
safety
door.
recall
Bro,
that they
CP.
dropped. It's a freaking safety recall that was paying like a customer pay. If they had to do customer pay, it pays like 2.1 hours or 1.9 hours or something. They dropped it down to 7/10. Some type of safety recall. And my buddy has said he's actually seen techs go up and check the car out. It seems to work fine. They take the new part and they throw it right in the trash can.
So that happened with Ford,
And ship the car because
Where
they're
they
pissed
had
off because the labor dropped so low.
where they had the door latches, like they wouldn't like latch to the car all the way, or they could come open without you opening the door. That was like the Fiesta and the Focus and all that
Shit
stuff.
like that. Yeah, they used
So
to throw them
guys
away.
were they'd go out there and like close the door and open it, and it would work fine. So they take the new latches and put them in their toolbox. Well, Ford caught on to that. So now to do that process, you have to go and take a picture of the date code that's on it and put it in the site. And then it tells you whether or not to replace it. And if it does,
Don't they also want the old latches
lock
back
code.
now?
yeah, oh yeah, you got to turn the old latches in.
Yeah, isn't
You
that
got to
part
take
of
a
being
picture.
audited at dealership and stuff?
You got to have there's like a little flag like left front. You got to hold that next to the door latch and then take a picture of the date code. And then you got to write it down on the RO, and you got to do that to all 4 doors, replace them, and then take a picture of it again with the new date code in there. Turn the old ones in. It was a pain in the ass, and it was only like 0.8.
Ooh, for all 4 or
All
one?
4. All 4.
No.
Are you Ray? Are you doing any digital inspection type stuff at your shop yet, or no?
Yeah, we do digital inspections.
What
POS,
top management software are you using?
TechMetric.
TechMetric.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of guys swear by Shopware. I believe that's what we're using is TechMetric too at our shop.
Yeah, TechMetric's pretty good. The only gripe I had with them, and I let them know about it, is that their default settings for their parts markup was out of control. Like you'd integrate with Advanced Auto Parts or Napa or whoever or the dealership, and you can order your parts right through TechMetric. And when it populates the work order, it automatically assign the retail parts markup for your compared to your wholesale pricing. And it was marking stuff like brake pads up to like $185 for a set of pads, like 400% markup.
Holy shit.
And yes, I had to go in and change all the matrices across from 0.001 cents to $1,000 for a part. I had to change all of it because it was all just.
Out of curiosity, have you seen any of the any quotes or anything? You said you worked for Firestone at one time.
Yeah.
Like a Firestone, I don't know about Pep Boys if you have them down in your area, Midas's or
What up, Turner?
or Miami Keys or any of that. You seen any of their quotes and their part markup that they're doing now? It's through the freaking roof. I mean, $185 alternator goes to the customer for $685.
They're giving it to them at list price.
What's that?
They're giving it to them at list price. They're selling it at list price.
Yes, it's with some of the quotes I've seen from other customers, I'm like, I understand you got to mark up parts. It's part of business. We're here to make profit. The company's here the business is here to make a profit. But I see some of these chain locations and the markup on their stuff. It's like spark plug, an Iridium spark plug, $41.99 a piece for an ACL Iridium spark plug.
Yeah. So what they're doing is it costs them X amount of dollars, and then you have your retail price, and then you have your list price. You already know all this. So what they're doing is they're charging the customer list price. So That's what
I
this
just don't
man.
understand how you get away with it. I understand the markup, but when a customer calls up AutoZone and how much is a set of Iridium spark plugs, or even the GM dealership for Ace Delco part number such and such, and they get told they're $12.99 or $14.99 a piece, and you look at your bill and you got paid $41 or $47.99 a piece for spark plugs. I'm like,
They paid $800 for a 4-cylinder tune-up.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
how are they getting away with it, dude?
Dude, Ray, on average, let's just say let's say a Nissan Pathfinder 2015, the front wheel drive Pathfinder.
Yeah.
About how much do you charge to replace a compressor?
What AC compressor on it? I don't know what's book time on it.
I believe it's like 4.5
4.5
with AC evac and recharge.
150. What's the compressor cost? $600?
OEM is like $900, I think. $800 to $900.
Could I get a Denso one for about $600?
Probably.
Possibly.
I'd probably if the OE's 900, I'd probably get a Denso for it. Spend $600, I'd charge $725 for it maybe, and I'd probably book time 4 hours evac and recharge. I'll ballpark it because I'm probably gonna want to put a TXV in it. And why the compressor failed? Did it send metal through everything? Because if it sent metal through it, then I got to change the condenser too.
Well, okay, so
Yeah,
clutch.
the condensers.
But let me be all right. Just
Can't even
clutch.
properly,
Yeah, the clutch.
All right. Let me call it $1,100. $1,200.
Okay.
You could find a refurbished one on eBay for $75.
Nope, won't touch it.
No.
I don't. Refurbish is like putting a refurbished power steering pump on a Honda. It's gonna fail.
That's like
even a new one.
Ray, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Napa,
Getting those
at Napa,
compressors that are painted
$200.
black and they're dog shit.
Oh, dude.
Those
I've
are
got
compressors.
shit like that. It was
We don't-
painted
we don't
black,
use-
and
we don't
you
use
shoot
that
at it,
reman
and there's
shit.
still dirt under the paint. Like they never
Yeah.
even pressure washed. the
We
shit.
don't use that. We do not use that reman shit. It just comes back to haunt you.
Dude,
Like the
after
haunt you.
or the extended warranty company sending in these cheap ass, like, okay, they got me a 4 Seasons, pop it open, is their bottom line black painted. I'm like, dude.
Nope.
Sergio, you got to understand, it's hard enough in the automotive industry to get them to manufacture it correctly, brand new in the first place. Let alone take something that's been fucked.
Well,
Pardon my
according
French,
to
fucked,
Advanced Auto
and then
Parts, this is
rebuild
the
it
right
correctly.
one.
I mean, you're expecting them to
Oh,
rebuild something that was screwed and rebuild it correctly when you have a hard enough time getting a brand new one that was built right.
They rebuild compressors all the time, but that's just
That's
we don't
just
do
like
it
me
anymore.
putting
Nobody wants to pay for it.
Me
but-
putting a used CVT
Yeah,
transmission.
A
in this country.
Cardone is like failure waiting to happen.
I can't.
It's like,
But according to
remanufactured
Google,
rack
a
and pinion.
Denso new compressor is $267.
Electronic
See,
rack
that's
and
not bad.
pinion. Say Ford Fusion electronic rack and pinion. Every one I've ever bought in my career, and not I bought, but we've installed. If it was remanufactured and it did not come from the Ford dealer, or it wasn't brand new and didn't come from the Ford dealer, each and every one of them failed within 6 fucking months. Every one we've ever bought from a Napa or whatever has failed.
What failed on them? Like the motor? Or?
It comes back with
184.
that same damn code that you get. What's that code that you get? You know, basically the freaking rack shot. I'm trying to remember the code number.
Because there was a recall. There was a recall for them for the electronic motor with the 3 bolts on it.
Yeah, there
You're
was a
supposed to
recall one time.
Yeah, you replaced those 3 bolts, and there was another one for it too here recently. I forgot what it was. I was reading about it today. If that wasn't done, it can cause that code that you're talking about.
Yeah, and then there was on your escapes and all that. You had the early versions. You had what they call it, steering torque sensor, or
Night, Kev. Appreciate you coming
that
through.
was down in the column. Or was that steering wheel angle sensor? It was down in the column. You had to take the steering column apart.
We lost Ray, and I think BFT froze.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
BFT froze.
Yeah, I left.
Oh, there you go.
What happened?
No, but I know Ford didn't they have a kind of a recall too for the, was it steering wheel torque sensor on like some of your escapes and older, we're going back years now.
Nissan had one too. On the, I think the Centrals and Versus and Kicks, I believe.
I've had bad luck with remanufactured parts.
Dude, I'm having bad luck with fucking mass airflow sensors right now. Holy crap.
With what?
Mass airflow sensors?
Brand new ones being bad?
Oh no, from aftermarket.
Oh, aftermarket on
Holy
Nissan?
crap. Yes.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Dude.
Don't go buy Duralast. Don't go buy this. Don't go buy that. It's gonna come back.
I've done maybe 10 this month already.
Hey, I gotta hop off here, boys. I gotta get boys ready for bed.
All right,
Is that
BFC.
working?
Appreciate you coming
Have a good one.
on, buddy.
Yeah, man. Later.
Late.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, sweet. We're going into the inner layers of markups.
Ooh.
They said some of these chain places, I cannot believe the markup they have.
Here's all the chain places right here. I got everybody on call. So let's see. I pulled up this one. Look at this piece of crap. There's that one. I'm putting all these in the shopping cart.
Oh, we can't see. You'd have to share your screen, not just the.
I was. Oh, you can't see it now? Hang on.
Yeah. At the top, you should be. It should say like share this tab.
Get rid of the comment.
What up, Turner?
You can't. I can see my screen on your screen.
Hola.
What up?
Yeah.
Dang, YouTube not giving me notifications that Fluffinator's on. How dare you? How dare you?
Now, did it work?
Yeah.
You talking
You
to
see
me?
it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in my my POS system, and I'm under a ticket for my truck, and we're gonna look up some compressors. I got everybody's Advanced Auto Parts, Parts House, O'Reilly's. So let's see. These are junk. 1-800 radiator. Let's see what WorldPac's got. There we go. There's an AC Delco.
1-800 radiator. They're fucking, that shit's cheap.
There's a Four Seasons, Omega. Here's the Denso. There's our Primo. All right, so let me populate all these, and I'll stick them on a work order. Submit quote. All right, so now it should be going. You still see everything?
Yeah.
No, it's stuck on submitted parts.
Oh, for real? Hang on, I'll reset it again.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't like it when I change screens.
No.
Stop screen, present, share screen again.
It's easier if you just.
All right, how about now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're inside of one of my work orders. Here's my truck. Shitload of AC compressors. So this is what I buy them for. This little column right here where it says cost.
Yeah.
And there's that's supposed to be close to retail price. So if we walk into the store, somebody look up on Google Denso 471-0700. See that part number?
471
-0700.
Okay.
What's retail price of that online?
about 680.
First one says Summit Racing 445.99.
Dang. Well, Summit Racing's different because Summit Racing's I gotta buy that, and then I gotta pay taxes on it because I don't have a commercial account with Summit, and then I gotta have it mailed and shipping. It's gonna take 3 extra days. Like we're talking about stuff we can get today because the customer needs their truck.
Parts Geek. Let's see. Parts Geek 392.
AutoZone is showing
Up here in Canada, it's 425 for that.
Okay.
AutoZone,
Oh,
Advanced
here we go. On
Auto,
AutoZone, it says
Hard
683.
GM dealer. Shocking.
On AutoZone, it says 683.
okay, that's the
683.
part-
So
that's the part you
all
can
right.
probably get today.
Yeah, see this one right here, this marked it up in my system is 718. So let's give it 60%. 764, that's not fair. That's out of line. Industry standard, let's go 40%.
Yeah, you got to charge it. You charge enough to cover the warranty, you know.
It's close
Yeah.
enough.
Well, the parts people will cover the warranty. That's on them. I'll send it back to them and say, see you later.
No, the labor of the warranty.
I mean, so what do you think? Is that fair? You're making about $200 off just that one compressor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's retail price, and I mean, yeah, we can get. Here we go. We can go ahead and get. We can get a global parts distributors. We can get this piece of shit. Sell that for $300.
No.
And then I'm going to do it again in 6 months. And then again in 6 months. And then I won't do it again after that because the customer will be back or they'll be tired of coming back.
Well, the one thing we got to bring up too, Ray,
That's
is
true.
the one thing you got to bring up too, Ray.
Crap to me.
But the one thing you got to talk about too here, Ray, is you buy that piece of shit, you might have to do it again in 6 months. Say you're changing this compressor and just changing the whole unit because the clutch is bad, or it didn't chew itself up and send metal all through the system.
Yeah.
Okay, now what if that piece of shit one that you buy and you put on, it's gonna come back 6 months later, does that?
Yep.
Now you have a condenser with all those little, real small, and everybody says, oh, you can flush them. These newer condensers you cannot flush out.
Nope.
The passages are just the way they design them are too freaking small. You just never get everything out of them.
Shit, what the fuck? I passed all
Now you got more problems to deal with. Are they going to warranty the condenser for
They
you?
would hire me. It's my little brother's truck.
Well, that's why I think if you know better, you're not going to go for that cheapest possible compressor. How many times did you hear in the Firestone, you heard the service guy on the phone and they go, hey, the cheapest tire I can get you, or the cheapest set of brakes I can get you, or the cheapest water pump I can get you. They don't ever bother to sell a mid-range or even an OE level part. You know, nobody wants to spend $700 on an AC compressor when they can buy the same one theoretically for $300.
Real quick, just answer a question in the comments. Raging, you do not have a rack and pinion on your 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500 4x4. No, it's a gearbox. No, it's not going to set any codes. It's a gearbox. It's not a rack and pinion.
Can't set codes for something you don't
See,
have.
Supra, if that were to happen to me, if an appointment showed up late, I would not touch that car until I'm freed up again.
Yeah.
That's back to the back of the line. Sorry. Sergio, you let your car get cold, or for logistic purposes, there should be.
I don't know. That was so long
Hey,
ago.
does that dude with the steering rack and pinion code question, does he have a code?
I don't know.
SM.
What's the code? I know, Raging. What's the code you're getting?
2000 needs to be nothing.
Oh, is it you? Is that you?
No.
Okay.
No, we just know who Raging is.
Yeah.
What's the code, Raging?
I don't think the pump even has a sensor on.
I'm just saying it's a gearbox on the 4-wheel drive 2000.
I mean, is there a steering angle sensor on that column anywhere?
No, not on a 2000.
I don't believe so.
Does it even have traction control or anything?
No, not that early. No,
not that early. No.
Nope. That thing's almost as close to basic as you can possibly get outside of power windows and AC.
He said just one ring. I'm like,
It doesn't have a carburetor on it. It's at least fuel injected.
Yeah, true. You get 2 extra miles per gallon.
You're a crap.
I had a 2003 Chevy 2500. That was a work truck for a while. That thing was a piece of shit.
So do you ever get that Ford, that big Ford V10 that you had going there, Raymond?
Oh, the IE dash truck, that guy?
Yeah.
Man. You know, there were so many people that were pissed about that. You're just shaming this guy, and I'm like, yeah, this guy needs to be shamed. I'm sorry, like, you know, I don't do this to people usually, but you earned it on this one. That was the dumbest I've ever seen, man. No,
somebody was fast there on that comment, Fluff. I went to go boot that person, and
which one?
You don't see the last comment on your StreamYard? Probably Raging.
Hazel needs dick. Yeah, throw that person out.
Oh, I went to go do it.
It just doesn't disappear on StreamYard.
I think Raging already got him.
What the hell? Yeah.
I got YouTube up still. It's on mute. I
Yeah.
immediately went to go zap them, and they're gone already. So
Yeah, I'm like far behind.
I'm assuming Raging got him.
Be the wiper motor. Normally
Tomorrow,
it tells me who did it.
God transmission that I rebuilt, I got to drop the pan. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's going to be a little piece sitting down in the bottom of the pan that pushes on the on the primary band. Nice little piece that just floats in there, you know.
Oh, Dave
Chuck,
gives it that one.
I love aftermarket part kits. I love them.
What did he say?
Dave gives his guys.
Dude, that was like
15
an
to
hour and a
20
half ago.
About 45 minutes ago.
That's
I mean,
I got a lot of tools, but I don't
Used.
give them away. I don't give all my tools away.
You can't just pull ahead on a Jeep and
You
it's
gave
fixed.
me a snap-on ratchet.
Well, that's because you're special. You're on the special list. You're on David's good list.
That's it.
You ever seen
one motor for both wipers. Why motor would?
what was the name of the movie with
Yeah, or it could be a linkage. The linkage is broke.
I'm brain fart now. Adam Sandler, the movie that he was trying to take over his dad's company.
The water boy.
Billy Madison. You ever see Billy Madison?
No.
You don't want to be on the bad 10 list. You want to be on the good 10 list.
They would hire me. It's my little brothers. See, we're gonna catch up. What up, Paul?
Don't worry about it. I give guys tools all the time. I won a Milwaukee pipe wrench and I gave it to one of the apprentices. I'm like, dude, I got a bunch of pipe wrenches. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got two young guys that come over work for me on the weekend. They go through my Rubbermaid totes of random tools. Bought a new tool, throw the old one in the tote.
I'm a giving person. I gave a crazy Canadian some tool that nobody else in the world wanted.
Yeah, an old ancient archaic scan tool.
What up, Gran Turismo? Oh,
You know how handy that damn old bastards come in?
I stole that. I stole it, dude.
That Nissan. It
Can you tell anybody how I got it?
yeah.
I went into the old Firestone I used to work at. I'm still good friends with the manager. He begs me all the time to come back. I'm like, hell no. But we're still good friends. I went in there. He said he needed a Genesis, an OTC Genesis.
Yeah.
A good working one. I said, I can get you one. I went into my Firestone one night. I'm shooting the shit with my ex-manager. And I said, hey, you guys didn't throw any of that shit away, this old scanners and stuff that I put up on the top of the shelf back there, did you? Oh, no, that shit's all still sitting there. I went up there, reached up there, took this dusty-ass box down, and I looked at it. I grabbed the scan tool. I grabbed the cord, the smart cable. I looked at what else was in there, and like, Turner's got all the connections and shit. And I put the box back up there, and I said, you don't mind if I take this, do you? He says, I didn't say nothing.
Do you know how many times
that thing's not even on our equipment list anymore? He says, probably not even on our equipment list anymore. He had two of them.
That old OTC Evo saved my butt. Like that Nissan, that 84 Nissan 50th anniversary edition. That it literally saved our butts on that thing because it had everything that we needed to get it set up and tuned properly. That thing is a beautiful car. That Nissan.
Somebody asked me for an old Snap-on brick, the old red brick. I said, I'll get you one, but it won't be red. It'll be gray. They're like, why is it gray? I said, when I worked at Firestone, all I got were gray. I went to say, I did the same thing. I went to Firestone, took the Snap-on brick. They had 2 or 3 of them there. I took it off the top shelf where I stored it all before I left and quit. I never threw any of the shit out. I just put it in the back stock room on the top shelf where they carried all the brake rotors and shit. I put it way at the top.
This is funny right here because
this dude gets $1,000 for a Chinese tool review.
He's bullshitting. But I had a company reach out to me, and they told me, name your price. Right? I named my price. They're like, "Oh, that's too much." They're all, "That's too much." I was like, "Well, people don't like to get advertised, a whole video, so I need to make my money somehow, right?" And then they're like, "Oh, well, your videos don't get enough views, so it might have to be for free." I was like, "Oh, well, all right." Yep. Why you tell me to name my price and then you're gonna say, "Oh, never mind. We might have to do a free review." I was like, "Nah."
But you get to keep the free scan tool thing, battery tester, charger, whatever they send you.
It was a camera.
I told you, Team approached me and they gave me like a $500 limit of stuff that I could order. I didn't order a single tool. I ordered a whole bunch of radio controlled tractors.
It was
That's all I did.
it was a borescope with the lens that you can articulate. Has a little knob on there, and the fucking camera head will go 180 degrees.
Oh, you got
that's a borescope that has like high def.
Fuck, I don't remember.
They're all so grainy and shitty. Like even the Milwaukee M12,
The sensors are so small. That's why.
Yeah.
From a distance, I'm using a test long. That thing's pretty.
Yeah, those test longs are actually pretty impressive for on their 5mm. I'm actually shocked how clear their 5mm is.
It's just sometimes I can't. I wish it was the light was dimmable versus the 3 settings they have. I wish you could actually manually just dim it down versus the presets.
What if we're going about it all wrong and we need to get like little remote control drone spider things that we could just send into engines and look at stuff? Like I know there's some like drone people that can make little nano robots for it.
You do not know that Putin has this technology and you cannot stop him?
Man, somebody's got it. Just like let me get. I need like one drone. Just let me get one little motherfucker.
You have to talk to Putin. You have to talk to Putin.
I need one that can go through like the oil galleys and
you know it would be fucked
in the
up.
combustion
It would really be
chamber
fucked
while
up.
it's running.
It'd be really fucked up if Zelensky had that technology after we sent him all those billions of dollars.
Man. I already got in enough trouble over politics this year, man. Don't.
I'll stop.
I already got in trouble.
I have to.
One thing.
I have to a few times, man.
All I said was don't burn the shit down. That's all I said. Don't burn the fucking place down. And they got mad at me, and I went to YouTube jail over that. So then now I got to double down on it.
That's why that is so touchy, man. I don't know enough about it to even give my 2 cents.
Wait till mid next year, and you'll be able to say whatever the hell you want without getting burnt down.
No, I mean I'm just saying it without actually saying it now, because I know it's not actual people. It's the AI that combs through the things that you say.
Yeah.
So what I've got to do is just say things and phrase the words differently.
Yes.
Like for example, I can show where there used to be an EGR valve, and then I can have a little figure of the EPA pop up. I could do that, but I can't go.
Well, I understand what you're saying. Like if you're doing live streams and stuff, you're not really supposed to say illegal immigrants. So all these guys that do these political live streams call them newcomers. Because AI is not picking up newcomers yet.
Yeah. So
newcomers.
We can't say deleting. We're tuning the truck. We're not deleting anything. We're tuning the truck.
Improving.
Yeah. Road tuning.
What up, Fluff? Long time no see. What up, TBSS? How you doing, bro? CP. I don't know if you're still up in here. CP. Yeah, it goes towards the main diagnostics. Damage.
So that shop that you got there, Ray. That's a pretty sturdy shop. Say like when you went back there, Jesus, got to find whoever built that shop to build your house. Nothing solid.
I wasn't worried about the wind. I was worried about water, man. If that storm came up through Tampa Bay, it was going to push the river water up into that area of town, and that shop could have been in 6 feet of water.
Ooh,
that's what I was worried about.
Honestly, the wind.
I was worried about that Corvette on the lift.
The wind turned.
That shit was junk, dude. That Corvette
was it?
Yeah, it was bad. It's in Ohio now.
The wind's not that big of an issue. The way they build most things in Florida now, if you're far enough off the coast, I mean, if you're right on the coast, yeah, the wind's an issue because it blows boats, it blows everything. But
Oh no, dude.
Water's a huge issue. Water's a
You
huge
get
issue.
nasty wind even inland. Like I live like.
Oh, I know.
40
I've
miles
been
inland.
down there, Ray. I have family that lives all
Yeah.
over Florida. I've been down in Clearwater Beach, Florida, when the hurricanes have come through.
Yeah,
I was down there years ago for Hurricane Hercules that never was even a direct hit, and it was unbelievable how to watch a palm tree go boom all the way down and come back up.
Mhm.
I've been down there for a couple of hurricanes. What was that one that tore up the That was years ago. Tore up all of what is it called? It's St. John's Pass. Is it St. John's Pass?
St. John's is up.
That like little island that comes off south.
Yeah,
of
St. John's is south of Clearwater Beach and St. Pete. That's
Yeah,
right across the
it
skyway.
tore the living
Tampa.
crap out of everything. That was years ago. It tore the living crap out of everything there. I was down there when that happened.
No, yeah, they got fucked up this last time when Milton came through here.
Yeah, I was down there when that happened years ago, and that got tore to shit.
It might have been Hugo. No, Hugo was South Carolina. Charlie?
I've been down there for hurricanes. It's pretty amazing, especially the aftermath. You wouldn't believe how much sand from the Gulf.
Oh man, when you were
the next day, like the air is different, the sky is different, everything is the landscape changed. Like it's a new season.
What was that island you went to? Where you were
Anna
driving?
Maria. That's called Anna Maria Island.
Yeah,
Dude,
Anna Maria Island. I know that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still tore up out there. Dude, there's a pile of trash out there on the island right now that's about 60 feet tall. They got excavators and shit driving on top of it to compact it because they don't have enough trucks to haul the trash off the island yet. And
push it
nowhere to be found.
Offshore, cover it with some sand, and call it a new beach.
I mean, well, it's at the skate park behind the library right now. I mean, they're going to file it out later on. And there's another pile of vegetation next to it that's about 40 feet tall. And I'm concerned that that's going to just spontaneously combust because it is just a skyscraper of palm fronds and trees and limbs and grass and branches and shit everywhere, like a mountain of this stuff. Yeah, it's pretty nasty, dude. There's a lot of shit there.
How long does it take for them to like clean all that up?
I mean, it's getting better now. The roads are cleared. Some of the power's back on. The south side of Anna Maria is still pretty tore up. A lot of those buildings have to come down. So I don't know the percentages, but there was a lot of structures that were lost. Just even stuff that was on stilts, like the foundations washed out from under the stilt buildings. So there's just nothing under them anymore. So all that stuff's got to come down.
Damn.
Well, you know where Pine Island is, right?
Yeah.
My kids wanted to go to Pine Island because they'd never been to Pine Island. I don't know. It's right after I got divorced, like say 2009. I was down in Florida. Like my oldest daughter's like, Dad, let's go to Pine Island. She's playing on her little, phone. And I'm like, where's it at? She shows me. I'm like, oh, that ain't that bad of a drive. I went there and I'm going in. It says, warning, watch for rattlesnakes. I'm like, yeah, it's a freaking island. How's rattlesnakes all over it? Dude, we went on the wrong day, man. We went and walked a little trail. We went on the wrong day. There was rattlesnakes all over the freaking place, man.
Everywhere. Yeah.
I bet any other day of the week I could have gone there and not seen one.
They're not that bad. They're fine.
All of a sudden, I'm like, girls, we're not walking this trail anymore. Let's just go back to the beach.
It's totally up to you. Like I would get them. How do you know you need brakes? Have you had them inspected already, or you just a noise that you're hearing, or what? Because that 23 Jeep is fairly new, unless you do drive it a lot.
In 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you one thing: don't put freaking Duralast or CarQuest,
no
Basics, Golds, or any of that shit on your Jeep. No, you do brakes on it.
Justin, I was gonna touch on this comment. You will not believe the amount of people we see come through shops that do their own work and cost themselves so much more money by attempting work. Now these are incompetent people that don't know what they're doing. They fuck shit up. So if you can do it, do it. If you can't do it, don't do it. That's my recommendation.
What brakes do you use? You say, Ray, power stops?
I like power stops. Yep.
Who do you get them through?
Parts House. Usually the Parts House.
Isn't Power Stop? Aren't they made by the same company, or like basically an offshoot of Akebono?
I don't know who their parent company is.
Somebody told me like the Duralast Elites are basically Akebono and adaptive ones, which I don't agree with.
I don't
have
care
that.
for those. No.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
Somebody
I've
tried to
seen
tell me
those
those
videos.
are like Akebono, and I'm like, no, they're not.
Those ADOs don't have any braking power.
Buttercup.
There's no power behind adaptive ones. They're made for low dust and low noise. They're sponges.
I like my brake pads hard as iron.
Mm.
They never wear out.
What about the great old Wagner thermoquiets?
Yeah, I mean,
The screechers?
yeah, I'm not a fan. No,
I'm not a fan.
not a fan.
They come back. Hit the brake.
Any of the shit that was on the parts
Where's the
store
thermal
shelves
quiet?
in stock for all those years that I worked at the tire stores, anything that they had on the shelves, I don't sell.
That's a good idea. I kind of our shop does the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
What the hell,
don't-
GML? I thought you
We
went
don't
to-
install junk, and I'll tell you, my life as a mechanic is a whole lot better in that we don't install junk anymore.
Did you
Uh,
ever
The best is up
get
here.
the import direct stuff from O'Reilly's?
Ever get what?
Import direct.
Yeah, that's junk.
Yeah, what do you think? You don't like them?
They're hit or miss for us.
We didn't do a ton of it, but we don't have a ton of imports.
Okay. Okay.
You guys got way more imports down in Florida than we see here in Michigan. You remember, I'm in the Motor City, Metro Detroit. We do see a lot of Hondas, a lot of Toyota, a lot of Honda.
Yeah.
We'll get
a few Mazdas
bad-
and a
bad-
few Nissans. But Honda and Toyota big time. We do see those.
we'll get a bad batch of like control arms and stuff where they just don't fit right. The bushings are set in there wrong.
Mm.
But for the most part, they're all right.
Our three most popular
As long as
cars
they ain't
that
got
we
those
work on
damn
are the USA vehicles. Ford, GM, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, whatever you want to call it. Those are the most common vehicles in our shop.
like we'll get some that have the blue ball joint boots, and those things just disintegrate.
Ooh, that's precision. That's O'Reilly's precision brand with those blue blue ones. Yeah.
Aren't those also
are
moves?
garbage.
Yeah, those are moves. Those are just moves. Moves are so cheap now.
No, but Moog also rebrands his shit too, though.
Yeah.
I like my TTI, my TTX.
I'll get a controller.
That's the
I'll
one
be
with the
like,
green boots,
Yeah,
oh,
and they even have little boots for the grease fittings.
yeah,
what the hell?
and they actually have a steel or brass bushing inside, not a plastic one.
Huh.
Yeah, but my favorite ones for the trucks are those rebuildable ball joints that are kind of like kingpins. I can't remember the company that makes them. I've done them like 6 times. They're lifetime warranty. They send you the rebuild parts if they ever fail, and it works just like a kingpin. It's like converting your ball joint system to a kingpin system. They are stout. I just can't remember the name of them.
Merry Christmas, Juan. We'll catch you later, brother. All right, Juan. Take care. Later, learning. Yeah, with scan switch turn the. Sometimes you don't need a scan switch to turn the motors back in.
Now, some cars do have a procedure. It's not written in the owner's manual. You probably would need to find it on either Googling it or YouTubing it or through Mitchell, all data.
Yeah, you can find just about anything on YouTube now.
Yeah, a lot of vehicles you can put the rear brakes in the service mode with electronic parking brakes without a scan tool, but there are vehicles you cannot.
So I rebuilt that 44 RE and that Dodge, and I think my intermittent band sleeve fell out. The little wedge that goes in there, I think it dropped out. What drove fine for all week, then he went off roading, hit a bump, and it stopped working. Yeah.
Oh, Paul, you're talking about the what's that? The Patreon or something like that, right? I still deal with older vehicles, so I'm a bit out of touch for these newer vehicles. By
The
my wife
Patreon?
because a 2017 Murano. That's what's
Was
up.
Paul
I like the
talking-
Muranos.
Paul talking about CP?
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
have the link?
CP opened up a link for Patreon. Yeah,
Do you have it?
it's on his web. It's on his go on CP's homepage, and then go to his community post. You should find the link to the Patreon page in there.
Let me see if I could grab it.
It's not going to be the last post he made on the community post. It'll probably be like 3 or 4 of them, 3 or 4 back. But
Oh man, it was a while back. Holy shit.
maybe he got rid of the Patreon page. I don't know. I didn't ask him. You want me to call and ask him? If I get yelled at for waking him up, it's your fault.
Let the guy sleep.
Discord, Facebook. Oh, I got it right here.
Let's see if the link works.
I'm gonna post it in the chat. Screw California government on diesels, DEF systems, and the whole clean air is BS and a waste of money.
Can't believe everything on California.
California must be suicidal because if they expel diesel fuel from the state, the place will wither away and die.
Well, California might not in itself be suicidal, but everybody that lives there is, because we all know when
Yes.
the line cracks, everybody on the other side of it's going to fall in the ocean. And we don't have enough lifeguards out there to take
That's
care
not
of
how
everybody.
that works.
So they're just like, don't put me in the water.
I think the scope camera's quality greatly depends on what kind of light sensitivity technology that scope cameras use. Basically, a camera needs more light to work with, so there's less grain in the image. Sometimes the light is like too overpowered though, like because we're looking at metal parts and that shit bounces off of the like machine surfaces and just blows out the whole image.
That's why I still use a whale fat Landstrom when I'm working on vehicles, you know.
No, we're talking about the borescopes. I'm honest, I'm a poor mechanic, so I get parts as cheap as I can, but I'm also picky on the brands. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, if you're trying to ball on a budget with car parts, wait an extra 4 or 5 days and get them from Rock Auto because you can get brand name part numbers. It's just
You can
going to
get
take
OEM stuff for you can get OEM stuff, and you know what the funny thing is as long as you keep the OEM packaging, majority of the time, even without a receipt from Ford, you can take them back to Ford.
Yeah, it's their part.
I've had Ford replace them. I've had the Ford dealership replace Rock Auto Ford parts.
Yeah, Paul, we've seen stuff like that too, but like it was mainly on the Rogues because they have like a flat piece of where it mounts up to the subframe, and that piece was like bent, so you couldn't put the bolts through the bolt holes. It was weird, and it was like that for like a month. So we ended up having to do. We got them from AutoZone, and then we had to finagle them in. We had to work with it a little bit, but I hate using aftermarket parts like that.
I had a really good chuckle today. I had to teach a technician of 30 years how and what flux is used for.
Oh wow!
He said, "Well, I've soldered stuff together, but I've never used flux." He says, "Well, how the hell are you getting that solder into the wire?"
It doesn't go.
Like, God. You say, "Here, this is called flux."
Oh yeah, it does say it was removed. What the fuck? You're
What's
right.
your labor
I
rate?
just grabbed the link.
Wait, What's your hourly labor rate at your shop?
I got tiered labor rates. So like if I just write up an oil change, spill and fill with a filter, I usually charge them 0.5 hours up to 0.8, depending on, sort of what it is. And that's at $52.50 an hour. So they usually get, they bill, we'll call it $35 labor just to do the oil change. Cause you can't charge $150 an hour out of book time. And I
understand that.
Yep. So my oil change rate's one. Then I got like fluid service rates where we're using some of the exchange machines, because that's kind of like an advanced level oil change. I charge $89 an hour for those, usually an hour for most of them, 1.6 for the trans service. And then my mechanic rate, domestics is 134. Europeans, which I don't like to touch, I charge 174, and diesels is 194.
See, we were 172 and we were 185 for euros. That's like mechanical labor. I'm not talking about oil changes and crap like that. My shop owner just went to 180 across the board.
Do you give them a good discount if they allow you to use their vehicle on YouTube and it makes good content?
No, because I don't rate people on my parts markup, and my price is the price, and that's what it is.
I'd have to say your labor rates are extremely reasonable still.
Yeah, I'm low actually in my area.
It's something they're low. I mean,
yeah, the tire shops.
We are not.
My shop
is not. My shop is not the highest on hourly service repair. We're not the lowest, but we're not the highest. There's shops out there over 200. There's dealers out there well over 200.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had anybody complain about you making a video on their vehicle?
No. I did have one guy complain a few years ago. He had like this Chevy Caprice station wagon with it was like all hot rodded out. I guess he used a race car, the thing, and he thought it was really fast, and he thought it was a sleeper. And I think I torched out some wheel studs on it, and there was some shit on the car that I showed in the video. And he called the store, and he was all pissed, and he's like, "I'm going to sue you because now when I go to the racetrack, people know what I got, and you're messing my side hustle up." And I was like, "Dude, this shit's not even fast. It's a '95 Caprice bubble wagon. Like, just because you put headers and shit on doesn't mean that you got."
That's like thinking that that's like saying the DeLorean was fast. I mean,
yeah, the guy was all buttered.
That was a doggiest so-called fast car ever created.
But I mean like at your shop.
2.8 liter that had a hard time.
Not my current shop on my own. I got a clause on my work orders that says this area is under surveillance, and I make content, and I have the right to record whatever I want, and this is my property, and you have no rights to it.
Let's say throw a bullshit example. You use AMSOIL though, right?
Yeah.
You don't use anything else but AMSOIL?
Not really, unless I have to use something else. It's usually just unless they want some real cheap shit, then I'll put in whatever. But
I'm just curious what like a basic 5-quart oil change would be on a freaking Chevy Equinox 2.4 liter.
$120.
You're in the range, especially if you're using AMSOIL. You're in the range. Yep. It's $100. On average, it's $100 here for full synthetic oil change. On average, it's $100 here, whether it's Pennzoil. Here in Michigan, in my area, it's $100 on average for a 5-quart full synthetic oil change, whether it's Pennzoil, Valvoline, Castrol, whatever brand they're using, and they're not. That's not AMSOIL. AMSOIL would be a little bit more.
I want to say we charge $69.95 for.
No, average around here is about $100.
Yeah, but you guys are buying your oil in 1,000-gallon bulk drums, aren't you?
Well, full synthetic is $79.95.
Yeah. How much your filters cost?
Most of your cars only take 4 quarts.
A few dollars. I think it's like $5 or $6.
You got cars that don't even take 4 quarts, right?
The Versa.
I'm saying a 5-quart oil change.
Yeah, 5-quart oil change. Like if we're doing it on like a
synthetic
Pathfinder or something. Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
something
even know what
Quality
a
oil
shop
filter,
would charge
quality
to
oil
change the
filter.
oil on my truck.
You know, quality oil filter like a Wix Gold, the OE oil filter, whatever. On average, they're $100 for a 5-quart oil change, full synthetic in my area.
I can pull some up. Let me screen share this shit again. Hold on.
You can probably find it for $89 and $79. Which there's coupon codes out there and shit for some of these local facilities, some of your Valvoline Quick Lubes and Jiffy Lubes and.
We use Pennzoil and Mobile up here, and for 5 liters, it's like $30 of that stuff.
Damn. Everybody's
How much is an oil change?
All right, so this one right here is set up. 5 quarts, 0.20 hybrid oil, whatever. That's list price for the oil, $13.99 a quart. That's what anybody can buy it for. I buy it for $7 a quart. I got some cans of engine flush if we need it. If we don't need it, how do I turn that off? Let's get rid of that. So yeah, out the door, $115, and they'll pay some shop supply, which that doesn't count because there's all these other parts up here. But yeah, $115 for 5 quart synthetic.
How's your shop supply fee figured? Is that percentage?
Shop supply is, I've got it at 3% parts and labor, capped off at $39.
Okay, I was curious if you had a cap on it.
Yeah, I got a cap. It, like, look at right here on this one.
Yeah, that's how our shop. That's how we do our shop too. We got a cap.
I don't need to charge them $75 for shop supply.
Like I said, going back to chain places, I've seen shop supplies hit $60 and $70 before.
Yeah, that's stupid. No, $30.
Like, okay, explain that shop supply fee on doing a timing chain water pump on a Ford Explorer. Explain the $70 shop supply fee on there.
$70
on your 3,000 plus already bill.
You know, you could explain it. I could say I could get down with charging $80 on a timing chain job, I suppose, but then I'm not going to itemize, tubes of sealant.
I understand.
I'd have to itemize brake clean on it, and I don't itemize and list sealant and brake clean and anything else that's just something I dispose of. So if I had to use $30 in sealant, then I'd rather just charge $30 in sealant and then cap a shop supply fee. Yeah. Or take it off. I like to actually take that off at the end. Like if they were not pain in the ass customer and everything was nice and smooth, I'll just delete shop supply fee.
I'm only charging.
That's how I give a discount.
Right. That's why you're a month behind.
I always do a flat rate, 1 can of brake clean. That's what I charge my customers, just for 1 can of brake clean.
That's it. Justin, if I do it on the side, I'm between, depending on the job, it's $80 to $100 on the side. It wasn't because he wasn't getting enough money from his people. It was largely YouTube. Yeah, YouTube does take a lot of the membership fee. That sucks. Trismo. CP Kid's back on track with Patreon. I don't know what's going on with this Patreon. I haven't talked to CP in a bit. Kitty. My truck takes 7 quarts of 5W20. Dude, we had a guy put 12 quarts in a Silverado. Ooh, man, because we got the guns and he forgot about it. The little, talk about a smoke show. Dodge Ram 1500. We're like, what the hell? Something on fire? He fucking smoked the whole lot.
That's why I drive an old Chevy diesel. I just have to change the oil filter. It changes its own oil by making me add a liter every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. He's mobile. First year MDS. Yeah, thankfully, I haven't had any issues with the MDS yet, but the front of the engine got replaced before I bought it. Sam's Club just had Mobile One synthetic on sale, $28 for a box of. Ooh. Damn, I wish I would have known about that.
No, God, sometimes you can get go to like Walmart and places like that. They'll have sales on what they call expired motor oil, and you're actually perfectly fine with that stuff in majority of vehicles. The shake real good. Throw it in there. Like I've used motor oil that was like 60 years old.
I was gonna say, man, just throw a kind of MOA up in there, or the BG MOA.
That's one of the biggest questions I've been asked. Is like, well, is there such thing expiration on oil? Yeah, if the seal's broken, as long as the seal's not broken, put it on yourself upside down, and then when you go to use it, shake the living hell out of it, get mixed up, pour it in. Like, you just got to get the additives off the bottom back in.
I have an abundance of.
I would never even take the chance at that on my $100,000 truck. I'd maybe use that oil on my lawnmower.
I have an abundance of like power steering fluid and brake fluid and all sorts of shit. So we'd have our like monthly inspections.
Yeah.
And they'd make us get rid of fluids. So I take all my extra shit, man. I got shelves of power steering.
As long as it doesn't get oxidized, for the most part, like I've literally taken a can of Texaco oil and so from the 50s, I took a jug from the 80s, and I took another jug. I did a comparison a couple of years ago with this stuff to see if they handled any different, and they all handled the same. They all performed the same, all handled the same. The results on the test were pretty damn close to the same. Like it was actually shocking, because like that's a big question. Do they have an expiration? Only if it's oxidized. It's the same as fuel. If it oxidizes, oxygen hits it. Like if you're going to store gas, vacuum your tank and take like a plastic or rubber glove, put it over the cap, seal it off. After you get a good vacuum on it, and it will last you longer. Just don't let it oxidize.
I got a question. Did you eat paint chips as a child?
No, I ate the lacquer off.
You cannot compare 1950s oil to the oil that's in the goddamn bottle today. There's there's no comparison whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree that.
You ever taken a valve cover off a 1980s engine, 1970s engine, and be able to scoop the mud out of it? Why do you think that's
the same grade? I'm talking of the same grade. Now, I'm not comparing a 1930s can of dinosaur goo to synthetic. Like I'm comparing dinosaur goo to dinosaur goo.
So what you're saying is, if you got a couple bottles of Valvoline 1030 sitting around that are 6 years old,
than it was 10 years ago.
As long as it's not oxidized, I'll shake them up and I'll use them.
See, I'd be reluctant to, because I mean, what if
the government put regulations on improving the oil every year, even if it's a conventional oil? And synthetic blend is only between 5 and 7%, at most 10% synthetic blend.
Mm-hmm.
So most of it's still conventional oil. And the side of automotive engineers and all them, they put new standards on everything. And every year, the add pack changes in the oils.
Yeah.
Especially when we went from regular fuel injection to direct injection, they're adding more additives to help break down the oil from fuel getting in the oil, because more fuel is getting in the oil with direct injection, and so on and so forth.
They're all bottles of power steering fluid.
That's the wonderful thing about petroleum products. As long as they don't oxidize or hit oxygen, they actually don't go bad. They have an infinite shelf life, as long as they don't get oxygen. And that's actually chemistry and science.
I still have some unopened good jugs of paint here from 1960s. I'm gonna send them to you so you can paint some freaking boards and eat more chips.
You got any Quaaludes?
As long as they've never been opened and the seal's never been broken, never been oxidized. It's science. It's actually science.
I have 30 gallons of fluids in my garage. 5W, windshield washer, power steering.
Now for customers that
remain silent.
I'll make them buy new oil, but for my lesser customers,
I don't know, Turner. You've been working on cars a long time, and so have I. You can't tell me there's just no difference in the oils that are produced
No,
today.
I mean, like when I tested it, the oil performed as
Did you taste it? I mean, what'd you do?
the same. Like I used the conventional versus a conventional.
Which one tasted better?
And they did the same job. They lasted the same length. There was no damage to the vehicle, no excess waste in it. Like it actually still performed as a motor oil should, because it was never oxidized, never hit air. And it was actually kind of nostalgic too, having to pop the old cans, taking.
I can see your point on that, but how do you know that it has not undergone any kind of change, whether oxidation or breakdown or settling or things falling out of solution? How do you know that hasn't occurred? Before you shake it up, if you open it, there'll be a white film over top of it. There'll be a white film on the top of it. Okay. The same as gas. When you leave gas oxidized, what happens to it? There's a white film over top of it. Because what is in air? Moisture. What does that moisture do? It creates a white film.
And how does he know this? Because Beetlejuice can jump inside a gas can.
No, I'm related to
I use my old oil for rinse oil. I dump that shit in intake valleys to rinse things out. There you go. It's rinse oil.
No, it's seldom a new oil, but for your own personal use, if you've got an older vehicle or a vehicle that mileage, don't worry about it. Like you're going to be fine.
All I'm saying, Turner, is there's so much. The oil, your oil mix, even on a conventional Quaker State 5W30, 10W30 oil, that oil is so much different than it was 20 years ago. They have so many more different additives in it. It's not funny.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna talk backstage with these fellas for a little bit. It was a good night. Good night. And we'll see y'all next Friday. All right. So y'all have yourselves a good weekend. And if I don't see y'all back here by the time Christmas hits, well, Merry Christmas. So y'all have a good night and have a good weekend.
And everybody dance to Fluffy's outro.
Hell yeah.
You're tired of the hell out of me.
All right.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you